mata in haka kasa amma ban samu
Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti watakila kene watakila keje Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti watakila kene watakila keje Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda so asti ina kuke masu Yesu na kia nasarwa faka daga branchi lokaci yayi a cikin littafin Ishaya sura 60 aya 1 yace tashi ki bada haske kamar hasken ki yazo darajar ubangiji kuma ya hau bisa kai a juje mu masu bi Yesu na kia nasarwa an talauce masu bi Yesu na kia nasarwa ya saba masu bi ya zama shugaba a cikin littafin Nehemiya sura 2 aya 17 yace sa'annan nace musu kun ga masifa da muke ciki wurin sharima ta zama kufai kamar yadda kuma sun ci wuta ku zo bari mu gina ganuwan wurin sharima domin kada mu kara zama abin zagi haka nan ne ma ina ce ma masu bi na jihar Nasarawa da cewa ku zo mu gina ganuwa masu bi a jihar Nasarawa domin kada mu zama abin zargi Allah ya aike ni gare ku cewa wa zai tsaya tsakanin domin mu gudanar da wannan aiki menene yake hana mu zama gwamna a jihar nan Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wannan so asti Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wannan so asti watakila gene watakila keje Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wannan Mafi Sura 5 aya 1 zuwa karshe yace, ya Ubangiji ka tuna da abin da ya same mu, ka duba ka gan zargin da ake yi mana. Ana bada gadon mu ga baki, gadaje mu kuma ya ga mutane waɗansu kasashe. Marayu ne mu marasa uba, iyayenmu gamraye ne, mun sayi ruwa. Nasarawa da cewa ku zo ku gina garuwa masu bi a jihar Nasarawa domin kada mu zama abin zargi. Allah ya aike ni gare ku cewa wa zai tsaya tsakanin domin mu gudanar da wannan aiki. Menene yake hana mu zama gwamna a jihar nan? Allah mu yana nima wanda zai tsaya wanda su wasi.
This is Radio Biafra HAUSA service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Johnathan. I welcome each and every one of you great Biafrans and lovers of freedom from every part of this planet Earth. Also from that zoological republic called Nigeria. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 7th day of December in the year of our Lord 2020. It's just to let you know that we are live and direct. And I am waiting for my comrade that should be joining me any time from now. But before that time, we must continue. I urge you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, to welcome your siblings, your brothers and sisters, your friends, even your enemies. Because here is where we expose and tell you the truth. Truth is absolute. Truth is factual. Truth is mathematical, is scientific. Because no matter what, 1 plus 1 is 2. That is how truth is. It doesn't matter. 2 molecules of hydrogen, when you mix it with a molecule of oxygen, it gives you water. That is science, and that is the truth. There is no two ways about it. So here on Radio Biafra, we say it as it is, without being politically correct or trying to be politically correct. We expose lies that have been keeping you to be slaves of the system. That creation, evil creation by the British, they amalgamate it with lies. And that is what they have been keeping people on. Telling people lies. polishing lies to look like truth, but there's no way lie can be truth. They just make it appear to be truth, to be palatable, so that in order to continue deceiving you, in order to continue subjugating you. But once you know the truth shall set you free. You see, developed countries today, the people, the population, they know the truth. They embrace it. That is enlightenment. And that is why countries are developed and others are not developed. You understand? Because whenever the people find out that the government lied to them, they will come out on the street. They will register, they will make their voices heard, that they know that the government lied to them, of which the government will come to apologize. That is the function of enlightenment. Here, we try to make sure that our people are enlightened. Because the problem that we have in our country, in our land, in our people, comes from the head, from the brain. You know, every time we used to talk about this, east, west, north, south, we come back to the same point. That the problem we have as black race is not external. It's nothing. No, it's not external. Yes. The most problem that we have is in our brain, the way we think. You know what happened? External forces try to make sure that they put us in sleep, in slumber. They put our head in slumber by using lies, using many things in order to make sure that we don't use our brain. They manipulated us mentally. And that is what we are trying to change. Because once you rise up mentally, once you are free mentally, now you walk towards freeing yourself physically. But as far as you are mentally enslaved, I'm telling you honestly, you know, because you will never even understand that you are enslaved. It will be difficult for you to free yourself. Therefore, here on Radio Biafra, we want every nation, every tribe in that country called Nigeria to be free. We don't hate anybody. We make sure that people become free. You know, the life people are living in Nigeria, even ordinary full animal, the peasant, an average Northern, they don't live good. They don't live good life. It's only their politicians, their religious elites, alhajis. These are the people that have taken over the destinies of millions of ordinary people, putting them into slumber, using religion, using different ideologies, politics, in order to enslave them. That is the worst form of enslavement. But here, we want everybody to shine your eyes. Open your eyes. Because when you open your eyes, you accept the truth. And when you know the truth shall set you free. Once you are free, you can now be able to fight for your right. If you are not free, you cannot fight for your right. Because you cannot, you're under bondage. How can you shake your body? You cannot fight. But once you're free, now you can move around, you can shake your body, you can fight for your freedom. Fight for your right. And that is what makes society advance, or societies advance. Do you understand? Therefore, do not see to it that Radio Biafra is just for Igbos, for Biafra. No, don't be biased. Do not fall for gossip. These are gossipers, the forces of darkness that don't want you to listen to the truth. We must continue. I will start by committing this hallowed platform in the hands of the Almighty God, our Father who art in heaven, the creator of the whole universe, hallowed be thy name. We have once again gathered in this hallowed platform in order to dispense the truth without mincing words. You are the truth. Therefore, as we are here, this is where we worship, because Biafra is our religion. We call upon your holy name, presenting our leader Mazi into your care, the principal officers, the entire indigenous people of Biafra, and other indigenous population that are being chained. Many of them didn't know that they are under chain. They are being confused using religion. They are being confused using ethnicities. But we want everybody to be free, and be free indeed, so that all of us can be advancing in our own basis. This platform belongs to you. Therefore, touch the listeners, so that when they listen to the voice of reason, they will subject everything to reasoning. Thereby, their eyes will be open to the truth, which is scientific, because truth is absolute, it never changes. Thank you, Chukwu Kabiama, for in your mighty name I have prayed. He said, once again I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA service, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. I am waiting for my comrade to join me as soon as he could. But before that, we must continue nonetheless, because we are here in a serious business, for a serious business. I will start by making my usual remarks. Please stop referring to these people as House of Fulani. There is nothing like House of Fulani as a race or as a tribe. What we have are the Hausas and the Fulani as two different tribes, two different ethnicities, two different nations. The Hausa ethnicity, the Hausa tribe is very populous. They have very big population. Whereas the Fulani tribe in Nigeria, they are minority tribe. I say minority. When you hear about minority, they are minority. There are no two ways about it. But the Fulani, they are recent aliens. The history of the presence of the Fulani in Nigeria started only 1804. 1804. At the start of the 19th century, 1804, through Ottoman and Fodio, who the whole Fulanis in Nigeria pay allegiance to. That is their great-great-grandfather. Just 216 years back. But the Hausas, they have been there as part of Songhai Empire, right from time immemorial. They have been there as indigenous population, right from time immemorial. The Hausa tribe, I mean, they were a very hard-working set of people. You know, as we say, Ibos are hard-working. Hausas were hard-working before, many centuries back. But when they had the touch of the Fulani, their lives change for worst. When they had the touch of the Fulani, their lives changed for worst till death. They were subjugated. They are still being subjugated, and they continue being subjugated as slaves, as beggars, street beggars, till death. The question you should ask yourself is this: if we have something like this thing, this fast they call House of Fulani, why is it that there is no this name in any other part of Africa? There is nothing. You cannot call somebody House of Fulani in Niger. You cannot call somebody House of Fulani in Cameroon. Never. Even this name House of Fulani, it doesn't go well with many non-Nigerian houses. They don't like it because they understand the facts, the reality. The Fulani, they use this name, this combination, in order to continue deceiving not only the Hausas but the whole wider Nigerians. People now see mostly Southerners, because the Southerners in Nigeria, they are the most gullible, the most foolish in Nigeria. No matter that they call themselves, they are most good, yes, educational wise, but they are the most foolish when it comes to politics. They deceive these people, they deceive Southerners into referring to, when they see Hausa person, they say it's a House of Fulani. They see Biron person, they say it's a House of Fulani. They see a gunman, they say it's a House of Fulani. They see somebody from Kanuri, they say it's a House of Fulani person. All these are playing to the advantage of the Fulani. The Fulani, they are very little in population. They are minority. If you are counting the population tribes in Nigeria population-wise, the Fulani will be at the bottom layer. But because of this conquering, which they have conquered the Hausas, subjugated them, now they use this name, they wrap around the Hausas. Because as the Hausas are populous, they want to deceive you, so that if you see an Hausa man, you refer him to House of Fulani, thereby combining the Fulanis together with the Hausas. They understand their politics, their smart politics. They are very smart politically. I can tell you. And you, being foolish as you are, you refer to them, oh, House of Fulani, all of them are House of Fulani. They are not. But you, in your own area, in your own land, you start, they divided you and you accepted it. Do you understand? How foolish we are. They divided you, calling you Rivers, and you say I'm Rivers. I'm no more Igbo, I'm Rivers. I'm South, I'm Southeast. But these are people that claim that they have knowledge or they are wise. They are not. If you are wise, you cannot be divided. If you go into a family of maybe brothers and sisters, now a foreigner, an outsider will come and divide them. Each and every one of them become answerable to foreigner instead of answerable or doing things together with his brothers and sisters. Are you going to tell me that those people, they are wise? They are not wise, they are foolish. When you allow foreigners to divide you and you continue defending that division, because they divide you through many things. Yes. And they make you start gaining from that division. You will be completely foolish by continuing like that. Southern part of Nigeria is not the only place that they have regions. No. In the north they have regions. They have 3 regions in the north, or 2. But they confuse us, make us to believe that there are 3 regions in the north. It is not true. North Central is not. It should not be North Central. It should be Central Nigeria or Middle Belt. That is what it should be. But they cleverly added it to the north. Do you see? Do you see why I say they are wise? They are smart politically. Cleverly, they added it to the north. And even you see Biafrans, you see people that say they are wise. The Biafran political elites, they abandon their own, even Igbos, Igalas, they abandon them to Benue, to north. And when our leaders started talking about our kids and kin, that we are all going, you see Governor Umar, he started yapping ignorantly. Why is he yapping? Because he's doing the bidding of his masters. That is how they gain in our misery, in our division. Why should they allow somebody that people that say the people that are in another region, even is putting them that you will be in Biafra land? People that are in another region for how many years? You have your kids and kin just because they carve them out, calling them another state. Now you have to reject them. But you call these other people House of Fulani, all of them, and you go House of Fulani. Who is stupid? You know what we dish out here? You need to reason. You need to, you need to ponder in what we are saying here. Whether what we are saying, we are just talking. Because when you don't listen to Radio Biafra, if you listen to people, some mischievous people, talking against Radio Biafra, oh, they insult, oh, they dish out propaganda, oh, it's about this and that. But when you listen, tune in to Radio Biafra, you listen, now you find out that what these people are saying, the reverse is the case. It's not truth. You are listening to what you listen and what they are talking, they are two different things. Somebody called me one day, said, since I started newly listening to Radio Biafra. And I now understand that what people have been telling me are lies from the pit of hell. Do you understand? That is what we do here, to open your eyes so that you know the truth. And once you know the truth shall set you free. Stop calling them House of Fulani. There is nothing like House of Fulani. It is a very deceptive game by the Fulani Caliphate. In order to rally the Hausas around, conquered other ethnicities in the north, and continue coming down to Middle Belt. After which they will come down to south. Do you understand? So please do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Today, I will go straight into the topic of my submission. Do not forget that we are live and direct. Today is the 7th, being Monday, the 7th of December, 2020. Do not forget that we are here live and direct. Because it is only through the date that you will understand whether we are live or not. We are live and direct. The topic of my submission today says, being politically conscious. I want everybody to listen to me attentively, please. Being politically conscious. That is the topic of my submission today. First of all, I want to take it bit by bit. When we talk about politically, from politics, politics is defined as the activities associated with the governance of a country or area. As far as your community is concerned, your village is concerned, the art of governing that community is politics. The activities associated with the governance of that area is politics. Nothing more. You know, in Nigeria, they define politics as it's a very bad thing. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, wait. Because they see politics as like what we did in Imo, abracadabra. You know, 1 + 1 equals to 1 million. Fourth person becomes the first, and the first becomes the last, abracadabra. Now they saw it. People have been seeing politics in Nigeria as a very bad thing. No, it simply means the activities associated with the governance of a country or an area. That is politics. The activities, all those things going about, you know, the activities involved, even we gather in our villages to discuss about how things will be moving. There are dangers in our land, or this and that. There are things happening that is not supposed to. They are discussing it. That all those activities amount to politics. People don't know. When you talk about politics, every person in Nigeria, they say, no, 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 no. Ooh, politics is bad. No, no, no. It is the Nigerian politics. It's not even politics. What they do there is criminality. And consciousness is the state of being aware of, and responsive to one's surroundings. Listen, there are two things there. Being aware is one thing. Responsive is another thing. These are two things, so that you get it right. Because you can be aware of something, but you cannot be responsive. You don't respond. Which means you can be classified as unconscious. Therefore, when you are not responsive, you can be aware of the political activities, politics. But as far as you are not responsive to it, you are politically unconscious. Let me give you this example. You know, I love bringing it down so that everybody understands it. Imagine somebody is in a room, in a house, but somebody is just in one room, sitting down there. And there was fire. Fire broke out in the building, maybe a 2-story building. And that person, one person was in one room, maybe downstairs or first floor. Other people were running away, some were jumping down, some were running away using the staircase, everything. Heavy fire. After one person inside the room, which door opened, even downstairs, they found out that fire consumed that person. That the fire killed him. You know, they will say, oh God, it's a pity. The person was not aware. He was not conscious of the fire. You understand? Maybe the person might be conscious, but he wants to be suicidal. But it will, once he's dead, it will be assumed that he is not conscious. He wasn't conscious. That will be the end game. People, the conclusion will be, oh, it's a pity. Maybe he was in a deep sleep. He wasn't conscious of the fire. Maybe he was drunk. He wasn't conscious of the fire. Therefore, consciousness means also acting, being responsive. You cannot show responsiveness without shaking your body, without acting. It's impossible. That is why when you see the fire, you run away. They say, oh, you are conscious of the fire. That is why you run away. When you touch something that is hot, to show that you are responsive, you just immediately took out your fire. You know, it's automatic. Your body will tell you no, they will react automatically, and you remove you say, oh, fire, you are upon me. The thing is very hot. That is consciousness. It's like response to stimuli. That is why I'm talking about being politically conscious. When you are unconscious, you allow everything. You are politically unconscious. That is when you allow everything to go through. You can be aware of the politics out of governance in your area, but you can, maybe you don't do nothing. You are still just like you are sleeping. You are unconscious. But when you rise up to do something about it, that is when you'll be classified as you are politically conscious. Listen. The issue of Biafra, it has been in the minds of many of us. But many of us, when we look at it, we say, there is nothing. How can you start about it? You cannot do nothing about it. You feel powerless. It is classified as unconsciousness because nobody sees your action. Until Mazi came to the scene to raise more awareness. He started from Owazirika. After his own, we know how it ended. Mellow down, become moribund, become a trademark, a freedom fighter, perpetual freedom fighter. Now our leader said, no, I cannot allow this to go down like this. He opened this radio platform. There he started raising the consciousness of people. And what did people do? Many people now, anywhere around the world, you hear it is okay. What do I do? How should I contribute? How should I help? You see, he started raising the consciousness, the awareness in us. And that is why we started doing something. But had it been everybody is moribund, you'll be grudging it inside you. Oh, we need Biafra, but you talk it in your family and you sigh, and there ends it. You couldn't have done nothing. And you'll be classified as unconscious. That is why today in Nigeria, people are politically unconscious. That is why today I want us to talk about being politically conscious. Once majority of the people are politically unconscious, it is to the advantage of the few. Let me tell you, human beings are selfish in nature. Greed abounds in every human being. But the activities of one another and the law, because without the activities of people, of one another, all these excesses will not be caught. Like in Nigeria, people are looting, doing anything they want. Majority of the people are happy about it. How do they tell you that they are happy about it? They are going around their businesses as if nothing is happening. Highest, if you meet them personally, they will complain. This country had God will punish all these politicians. So nothing this and that. And he will go. Things that are happening continue happening. The politicians continue their looting because you feel you can do nothing. And God will not punish all those politicians because it is you as a human being that should punish them. As a people, not God. God created you and them as the same. They rise up and they press you down. And you agree. Because you are politically unconscious. Today, I'm talking about being politically conscious. Let me come again. Typically, consciousness typically refers to the idea of a being who is self-aware. Self-aware. It is distinction often results for human beings, this self-awareness. Therefore, when you are aware and responsive of the activities associated with the governance of your country or the area or your area, you are politically conscious. People scheduled for NSAS rally on the 7th today, which some came out. We urge everybody to join. We urge every youth to join, because that is political consciousness. You are helping in doing something about it, responsive. You are doing something. Imagine in history, we always talk about, or history recorded about the 1929 about women protest, which they falsely or wrongly refer to as riots. People didn't know that about women protest. They protested against tax being levied on women as on men. They levied it on men, on their husbands, and they kept quiet. After the British, they saw that they come to the women. They levied taxes on women because our women are always active. And the women said, no, this thing, it cannot happen. And they rose up. They rose up. Had it been they didn't rise up, history will not remember them. People never knew that many of them were killed directly by the British military and police. By the colonizers' military and police. That is being politically conscious. And that thing made the British, they killed more than 50 of our mothers in 1929 for protesting. So that when you see Lekki shooting, killing people in Lekki by Nigerian police, it didn't start today. It is the colonial system that they have been upholding. Colonial system. The apartheid system. You rise up, they will wear you down. You rise up to protest for something, for your rights, they will cut you down. That is why till today the military, they are denying about killing in Lekki in the NSAS protest. And we urge people to come out. Nigerian youths, it is time to show, for you to show of your political consciousness, that you are politically conscious of what is happening. Political consciousness means being aware of how you are governed and doing something about it. That is what doing something about it. You understand it? It's not only being aware. Okay, the governor of Imo State is court governor, Supreme Court governor, the Fulani representative in Imo State. Is everybody know that it's not enough. You know the governor, you know where the secretariat is, you know where the local government is. It doesn't make you be politically conscious. But when you start knowing the art of the activities concerning the governance that concerns you, and you try to write, because you must see something that doesn't please you start saying, come on, why should this be? Why are teachers not paid? Why are doctors still being old? And you start talking, you start doing something about it, writing articles about it, start raising awareness to people that are on slumber about it, that this is not right. Sometimes after all, you can see a lone protester raising awareness to people for something that is wrong in the governance of your area. That is being politically conscious. But as far as they know that you are not, you are politically dead. Because once you are not conscious, you are unconscious. Somebody that is not that is unconscious means that you are in a coma. You are in a coma, which which means you can't respond to stimuli. You can't respond to everything. You are in a state of comatose. That is it. So, if all these criminals you call politicians, as far as they have beaten everybody, most people, into a state of political comatose, now they can do anything. They can get away with everything. Just the same way they smuggled, what do you call him? The Supreme Court governor of Imo State. They smuggled him through the back door into the governorship. And people, just few people made noise, and after, because it's not most people. And after they let it go, as usual. People that are in a state of comatose, that is how it is. They let go. Money exchange hand and they let go. That's it. Now that is the reason why you see the by-election. Listen, let me read just the caption. He said APC wins Imo North senatorial by election, Imo North by election without candidate, because they know that you are in a state of unconsciousness politically. Anything they do, it passes, because they say, when they talk about the people, they say, those people don't know anything. They are sleeping. Before they put fourth person to be the first person in Imo State, and people just say, just few people, we no go agree. Oh, we no go agree. We tried everything to raise people awareness, because when you accept one, they will add the second one, they will add the third one, it will continue being worse. Do you understand? But as people show the unconsciousness that they are in a coma, that is why now, without a candidate, they can impose, oh, this person win, no name, even no candidate, they say APC win. So we will give you the candidate letter, because they know that you are politically unconscious. That is what I'm talking about today, being politically conscious. It helps a lot. Do you know what we are doing here? If people embrace enlightenment, most people, because all people must not embrace enlightenment at the same time. If majority of the people will embrace enlightenment, that is when the changes will start, because they will start doing something, and that is when the criminals you call politicians can never get away with everything. They will never get away with anything today. Why is it that you have people talking against one thing or the other, or rising up against one thing or the other, one policy or the other in Europe? Because the people are conscious. They are conscious of politically conscious of everything. Therefore, no politician can come and get away with it. Even one statement you make, you are gone. One statement you make as a politician, oh God Almighty, the people will rise up and finish. You are gone, and gone forever. That is where people are politically conscious. But where people are in a coma politically, oh, the politicians, they loot. That politicians are very rich means that the people are poor. Because why are they rich? They steal from the people. In Imo State, people don't know that they are giving them 13% of oil derivative from there. People never understand. People never ask, where is this 13% going? The whole thing they get from Imo and Abia, oil, they drill. They give back just 13%. But it have never been on the discourse. Where is this money going? Because the people are unconscious. People don't know. Ignorance abound. How do you know people that are conscious politically? People that can rise up, take power, no matter, wrestle for power from the politicians, because normally the politicians, they don't have the power. They shouldn't have the power. Power should belong to the people in a democratic setting. But lo and behold, in Nigeria, they say they are in a democracy, but you don't know whether it's a monarchy system or feudal system. You don't understand which system they are in. I am talking about being politically conscious. That is the topic of my submission today. History remembers you only when you can only do something about your political situation. That is political consciousness. When you can do something about your political situation. Do you understand? If you can, even if you know, because many people every day they read a newspaper. If you touch them, they will tell you when Dom Katubale started, when who trained the IPP. Because they read the newspapers every day. It doesn't make them politically conscious. No. What confirms your political consciousness is when you can be able to rise up to do something about it. Because you should be engaged. It's just like in a village. It's politics, yes. The art of governing. Any activities that concerns the governing of that area is politics. So if you see things that are going bad, you don't try to do something about it to remedy it. You are part of it. You are part of it. Because you know, but you don't do something about it. Therefore, you are also in a state of coma. But when you be able to rise up, to raise awareness, that is when you are doing something about it. And that is when you can be classified as being politically conscious. You know, Nigeria has been killing our political consciousness by intimidating and coercing people into being asleep politically. They have many ways of doing it. They use the media. They use religion. These two things, they are very key. They use media and religion in putting people into political unconsciousness. They use all these arms, media and religion, to give you a false sense of hope. They always make you understand, make you to hope for a better tomorrow. A better tomorrow that you can never see. Oh, it will be well. How far now? Oh boy, can we complain? We know they complain now. It's well. It's well as far as God is alive. It's well. And that thing continues. That is religion. They use it to do what? To infuse. Instead of saying, no, it is not well. Because what, just like you see a doctor, you go to a doctor, you say, what is worrying you? You are sick. You say, no, everything is well as God, as far as God is good. God is there. I'm okay. Doctor will look at you and say, but you are emaciated. You say, no. God is good. Everything is well. It is well. It will leave you and go, and you go and die. Or you suffer the consequences. Do you see the problem? Nigerians, any situation they are dying. They have been programmed to always be laughing, hoping. Oh no, it will be well. We don't complain, no. Why not complain? Bring out that bitterness. Bring it out. Complain, so that people will understand the situation, so that you will have help. Do you understand? Why not complain? There is this story, I think somebody told it. He said two people, they had an accident. They were in a car, they had an accident. One white man and a black man. The black man, he had just little injury on the skin injury, just little cuts, bleeding. and she was shouting, "Oh, I need help! Oh!" They say, "Keep quiet, madam. Oh, no, I'm dying. I need help." Oh. And the other man had a very more serious injury, but he cannot talk. It's just not that he cannot talk, but he have patience. He just, need dear inside. On us, what is your problem? How do you have a, no, I'm okay. No, God is good. I'm okay. And the other white man is shouting. White man shouting, "Oh, I need a doctor. Please, can I see a doctor? I need a doctor." When they reach, they first of all go treat the person that was shouting. They treated her. Before they finish treating her, this person that want to endure the whole thing inside, he have given up the ghost. Before they can come, they say, so how is it? And they found out that his own injury was too much. And that is how Nigerians behave. Your religion will tell you, don't complain. It's God. Don't complain. No, don't complain. Everything is okay. As far as you believe it, it's okay. In Jesus' name, you say amen. And you are dying secretly. Every day in villages, people are dying. Even young men and women. People are dying. Out of avoidable diseases. People are dying. And you are saying that everything is okay. Once they catch it, no, everything is okay. We cannot complain. You cannot complain. The media also, they can use media in two ways, for better or for worse. In Nigeria, they are using it for worse. To put people, continue putting people, it's just like a drug, heroin. They put you more into sedative, to sleep. You see how they scattered NSAS. No, don't worry, we are going to say something, do something about it. And media is hammering. No, now people should go. Government have had now. It's too much now. Government have had. They are looking into it. They will look into it. Stop. And people listen to them, thinking that they are talking with a human being. Every day they will be telling you in the media, no, and the government, the governor is aware of it, is in action. Like somebody they killed in Owerri. Now, Imo State Police, they said, we have arrested the person, the police officer. And the investigation is still going on. But they cannot show where they cannot allow photos or, camera. They cannot bring out the person to show that, oh, really, we have arrested him. No. They are using the media to put people into political unconsciousness. To feel that, oh, government is doing something. Every time they are doing something. Oh, we are handling it. No, don't take law into your hand. The government is handling it. You trust your government. And the farmers in Borno, they trusted their government. And before they know it, their heads were down. Boko Haram chopped off their head because they were trusting the government. They were trusting the politicians. Everything is okay. Boko Haram is now technically defeated. It's mechanically defeated. It's just remaining only the electronical defeat. And the people believe them because the media is doing the dirty job for the government. Being politically conscious. You cannot be classified as being politically conscious without rising up to doing something about it. That is the reality of it. We are fighting for freedom, liberation of not only Biafra, but for others. Creating awareness. You will see some people, they are not in anything. But when you meet them separately, they talk more. Biafra, they talk more about Biafra. More than you. They know everything. But you ask them, what is your personal effort? No, I will, don't worry, we are on it. On what? They cannot even tell you. These are people that are in a state of coma. They are still in a comatose. You have to be politically conscious in order to make a difference. That is what the Europeans did. You know, as I said before, we talk everything east, west, north, south, and we still go down to the same point. Enlightenment. The European population were politically unconscious before 14th century, 15th century, thereabouts. Before the Great Awakening, the Renaissance. Because they don't care about what was happening to them. They say it's God though. Our religious leaders, they have spoken. Don't even counter them all. Now God sent them. Oh, he's a man of God who don't talk. It's God that put him in the throne. No, he's a king. He's our king. So his word is our word. That is what is torturing Nigerians, both in the north and in the south. Oh, it's God who things that are happening. It's God who. Because people are in a state of coma. They're in a comatose. They are politically in a state of coma, and that is what the politicians want. Because how can a person in a state of coma, you don't fear him, because he doesn't feel anything. He cannot rise up to slap you. You understand me? You cannot rise up to do anything against you. So you have any authority to do anything you want, even in his house. As far as he's in a coma, you steal everything and go. He's still sleeping, snoring. Do you see it? That is what politicians are doing to Nigerians. That is what they are doing to Nigerians. Because these people, Nigerians, what you see, only few people that cannot make any larger difference. Do you see how our leader, Mazi, only his preaching, only his truth, revelation of truth, Nigeria has been collapsing, going downhill. And that is why he's been hated. Because he is infusing that political consciousness in everybody, every Nigerian. It doesn't matter whether you're a Biafran, whether you're Duduwa, and it is catching fire. People are getting it. What we want is to infuse that political consciousness to majority of Nigerians, so that they will understand that, oh, we have been in a coma all this while, and that is why impunity is taking place. Do you understand it? So that you know. Being politically conscious is often meant to connote that people have awakened to their true political role, their actual identity. Because political consciousness also means you taking back your cultural identity. What is your cultural identity? That thing that you are supposed to get, that your entitlement. You ask for it. You are a teacher. Now, after you labored hard, worked hard, at the end of the month they denied you your payment, telling you this and that. Or when they bring your payment supposed to be 80,000 naira, but when they bring it, it becomes 50,000 naira. You look at it, you say, you want to talk. Others will say, oh boy, thank God though that you even collect 50,000. Now you don't ask, but it's not normal. My salary is supposed to be 80,000 or 100,000, but I'm being given 50,000. What happens to the other one? When you do it, you see majority of only one person out of 1,000 can be able to raise this question. But when 999, we say, oh boy, thank God safe. You know, go home. Thank God safe that you have this 50,000. Don't bring problem for us. So, and they will put everybody into slumber, sleep. That person will say, it's only me that can make difference. No. But when you out of 1,000, you have 600 people. They rose up, they said, no, we cannot. Our normal pay, according to constitution, it should be 100,000 naira. Why are you giving us half of it? You see things will start happening. Things will change. But people have sold their hearts to the devil. When you see 1,000 people, they give them half salary, and that remaining half is being shared by the officials. The same thing they do to police officers. They will owe officers, they will bring the police their salaries. Now their orgas will put it in a bank, fixed deposit, for maybe a few months, owing the police a few months. You know what it means? Billions of naira. Once they put it, they make arrangement with all these banks. They put the money in the bank, and before you know, maybe 4-5 months they owe them. They will be telling, no, we have this bureaucracy. No, this thing down. They will be giving excuses for that, so that 4 months will elapse. That billions of naira that they put inside the bank, the arrangement after that 4 months it will double. Now they bring out that money and pay them. That time the organs, they have made double that money with the bank. That is business. And instead of the policemen and women to rise up, being conscious of what happened, to rise up to demand for their right, instead they will carry that annoyance, come on the street, start beating people, start collecting bribes from people, start killing people. Who is deceiving who? Because these people are politically unconscious. They are in a state of comatose. That is Nigerians for you. This EndSARS protest is trying to make people to rise, to be aware, politically conscious of what they should be doing. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. Therefore, political consciousness means that you can rise up in order to do something about the way that you are being governed. Because that government belongs to you. I mean, that governance, you are part of it. You should be part of it. That is why it says that it is your cultural identity. Because as you are giving back paying your dues to the government, you need to receive back. You need good roads. You need to receive good electricity. But they are not giving you. Instead, they will do estimated bill and bring to you on electricity that you didn't consume. When one person, they will just share. I keep on giving an example. When one person said that, in their streets they brought they give them bill to repair their transformer. Upon the electric bills they are paying, which they should be using in order to repair the transformer, if any transformer spoils or breaks down. But the power holding brought a bill for the street. This whole street, this thing is 200,000 to repair the transformer. And they started sharing it, but they got a meeting. They called for a meeting, street meeting. And one person said he was complaining, no, this is not for us. Oh no, boy, all this thing I beg. And I saw they do it for other streets, so we are not the only people. Do you see how they put, they bring down people's zeal, they bring them down, so that all of them will be sleeping and they will contribute. That is how Nigeria is. When you want to start fighting for electricity, you see others in the city come against you. Oh boy, this thing you are shouting, you don't have money. Go and make money first to buy a generator or put solar energy. Go and look for money. People, because they are stupid politically. They put it, they don't know that this thing is amenities that government is supposed to give to us. But when they see the few people that are fighting for their right, you see others will gang up even to quench it. Oh boy, all these things you are talking, this energy you are using to do this thing, why not go and use it to make money so that you can buy generator? Poverty is a disease now. They will put it in another way round, and in order to shape that person, and that person now will it's not only me suffering it. We go back. Not that I don't have money to pay, but I want to make awareness. But that person that is politically conscious, they will now beat him into stupidity, and he will be stupid like them, and everybody will be suffering, thinking that they are wise, whereas politically they are the most foolish people. I'm telling you. Do you understand? Our people should wake up. Our people should wake up. Why the criminals who call politicians are doing everything with impunity is because you are politically unconscious. If people could rise up with this NSAS protest, everybody could rise up spontaneously in every state. I'm telling you, even in the south, all the south and middle belt, I'm telling you honestly, things will start happening positively. That is political consciousness. But when everybody, you see now, people prefer to go to Bible study or church instead of going to the protest. You see many, their pastors will tell them, oh, just pray. Do not go like all those hoodlums on the street. They don't have job. Pray for God to. That is one thing I say. This man, one so-called man of God, that talked in over one time. People going on the street, I know go agree. I know he said, pray for God to give you money, so that how can God give you money? I don't really understand. The God in Nigeria, is it different from God in other places? God will throw down money from heaven. Is it not through the politics, the act of governance, the activities of governance that you can earn money? Do you see how these people, they turn people into criminals? Pray for God. So many people are using generator 247. Pray to be like them. Instead of following all these vagabonds going on the street, say we no go green or we no go green, and you are looking at that person, you think that he is wise, but you don't know he is the most stupid and foolish person on earth. Fighting for general justice. That is what's doing. It is how to bring out who you are, your identity. Because when you identify yourself that you are one of the government, that you have a role to play in a society, that time you are doing the right thing and you are politically conscious. You pay your bills, you buy car, you pay for the papers, everything. You pay the taxes. Every day you are selling, you are a trader, you pay your taxes. As you are paying the landlord is paying taxes. You yourself, you are paying taxes. But when it comes to the activities, your entitlements, they don't give to you. Darkness everywhere. And when you want to ask of it, you see people that will gang up and cut you down. Fellow sufferers, people that are suffering the same thing, they will scorn you down. Oh boy, go and look for money. Why are you doing this? Go and look for money. No. That is why Nigeria is a quagmire. I'm telling you, they use the media, they use religion. They preach in mosques. Oh, do not follow. You know what? They want to infidels. They want to take over power from our Muslim brothers. So do not go out with them. Do you see how they manipulate them? No, despite that their necks have been in Katsina State today, they said, according to the news, in Katsina State, somebody wrote tweeted. He said nothing. He said what is happening in Katsina today. Bandits, they will write to a family. If you have a girl in your family, they will write to your family and tell you, send message to you that we need to rent your daughter for 1 week. If you don't do it, we will finish all of you. And you have to deliver your daughter to them. They will use her, rape her for 1 week and bring her back. That before people do wedding, now they pay taxes to bandits. These are Boko Haram, they are called, they have a way of changing things. That is media for you. I think it's up to 2 years now, they started calling bandits. They no more call Fulani headsmen like that and Boko Haram terrorists. No. Now bandits, so that they make it to look like ordinary criminal act. No, it is not. These are terrorists. They are controlling most of the north. People are still sleeping because they are politically unconscious. They use religion in order to infuse political unconsciousness in them. Oh, don't do anything, it's our brother. If you talk anything, our Muslim brother will lose the election. So continue suffering and smiling. It's okay. Once a day they say Allah Akbar. Oh, it's okay, it's good. Leave him. But they are suffering. But they are losing people every day among them. Do you see political unconsciousness? How they infuse it to them with religion? Do you see it? No, don't follow these people, the infidels. Oh, just pray. Allah will do everything. Don't worry. Once we have power, everything is okay. And the people you are telling, many of them, if they go away from the mosque, the following Friday, many of them will not come back because they have been killed by people you call by terrorists, but you call them bandits. You know, any words they bring, any lexicon they bring out, we unconsciously follow them instead of calling it as it is. These are not bandits, these are terrorists operating everywhere in the north, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Bauchi, in Kastina, Kano, all being politically conscious. That is how you can be who you are or who you should be. But Nigeria never provided a platform for that. Do you understand? Political consciousness should make you understand that Nigeria shouldn't be a place for you to live. Because it's not everything you can do. It's not everything you can do in every part of the country. You say you're Nigerian. Oh, you're a Southerner. At least you believe in consuming alcohol, which Nigeria is supposed to be a secular country. But when you travel to North, Kano, now you cannot even see a bar unless you secretly look for it as if you are looking for a hard drug. Do you understand? Your existence as a human being lies on the governance of your country or area. That is why governance should take precedence, because everybody should be politically conscious. Because your existence as a human being lies on the governance of your country or area. It is a fact. This is why you have to always conduct your economic and religious activities depending on the governance of your area. Do you know that? What you can do in one area, you might not be allowed to do it in another area due to the policies governing that area. Do you understand what I say? Do you know that, like in Dubai, you're a Christian, yes. Oh, what do you argue, you debate. Oh, Sunday we go to service on Sunday. Everywhere, yes. But go to Dubai now. Ask people living there which day they go to service. It's Friday. Friday is their church days. Do you know why? Because of that area, your activities. It's why you should be involved politically. Of your, as a human being, on the policies surrounding that your area. That is why in the north, in Kano today, you cannot openly drink alcohol. That is why when things are happening, you should be involved. You should be involved. Do you understand? The first thing, people are undermining this politics or political consciousness. People undermine it to their detriment. That is why people are suffering in Nigeria too much. Because people are sleeping, people are politically unconscious. They don't know that the policies that these people make every day affects their life. Do you understand? Today they can tell you, hey, tomorrow no going out. And you stay indoors. It's your policy. It's the policies that is surrounding you, that is governing you. They will tell you, during the COVID issue, they caged everybody. They say, don't go out. Because that is what is surrounding you. That is the governance. The people, you be conscious. You be involved. That is the first thing. People are looking for miracles everywhere. But your miracle, the first say, come out only for 1 hour. Again. I'm just giving you examples for you to is prohibited. That is the system. Yes, that system is governance. That is policies. That is politics. Do you understand? Do you understand? That is why people used to rise up in developed countries. Anything this is because suffering it. Who is suffering it? It is the people. It is them. When they tell you, governor, they move around with any place they go, any place I mean, police checkpoints or military checkpoints. They stand still. They allow them to pass because the policies concerns you as the people, but you don't know the power you should have. That is why you are sleeping. This NSAS protest phase 2, you should come out. Although I said I am having my skepticism, but we shall give it a benefit of doubt. People should come out because that is what concerns your life. You shouldn't be in your house saying, "These people, I don't want to go to cause problem." Don't go. You have to go attend for the church, go to the church, and so see. Fake counseling, which you pay for, because for you he is a representative of God. I saw in a social media, very shameful. I don't know whether it's in Aguleri, where people are they say an image of a cross. They say that image, they say Jesus. Water falling down from the, whether it's secret pipe they connected that brings out water. Sometimes they do it. Even they can put paint, it will be bringing blood. Very secret pipe, which they do, connect it, and it will be dribbling water small. And people will be, our people are now stupid. I'm telling you, religion they have destroyed our people. Religion has destroyed our people. I'm telling you before God and man, religion have rendered our people imbeciles. And you see them, people are trying to take a drop of all those water. It cures sickness, it this and that. Oh God. And people are seeing all these things from every part of the world. When you watch all these things, you become ashamed. The shame of my people is also shaming me. I'm telling you. This is what Europe suffered in 10th century, 11th century. They try to overcome. Our people are diving into it. Because why? Because people are politically unconscious. Why? Because people are sleeping politically. Now, the people in politics, they see that people are stupid. They use religion, they use media, put them be singing lullaby for them to sleep more, and they will be looted. No questions. Any person that will rise up to ask questions, they will bribe you into submission. Where are unions today? Labor unions. Union of the teachers union, where are they? Doctors union, where are they? Are they strong like before? No. Because they killed everything. Because of selfishness, they killed everything. They know how to fight. Criminals you call politicians. They go to the places that can give them problem. They bribed people into submission. They destroyed everything. Now they have reign of power. They have brutal force to deal with anybody. You don't have anybody to, no civil society to be in that will rise up to say something, challenge the status quo. No, everything has been disintegrated. That is why when teachers say they will go on strike, tomorrow they say no, they will have no more going on strike. Tomorrow they say they continue confusing themselves because all of them, their leadership are all manipulated. They have been compromised. It is very bad. It is high time we rise up. The best thing, the first thing we should be involved in it is politics, political consciousness. When I talk about politics, it's not about voting, because that is where. No, it is not about that. It is about being conscious of what is happening in your area, how your area is being governed, what is happening there. Raising alarm when you should. When NEPA power holding bring bills to the street, the whole street will rise up and say, no, we cannot agree. No, it cannot happen. The whole street with one voice. Even if you have money you put inside your pocket, you put back in your pocket, you don't pay. Everybody gang up, rise up. That is how to obtain, to change things politically. But when you are there, anyway, I have money. I don't want to waste my time with all these people. Now you remove from the people because you have money. Sip to water. See the if allowed in Imo State Douglas House. And he went like that. Whoa, he's finished. Assembly. He just joined APC. Joined what do you call it? And some people were on the street protesting, and these shameless idiots, they turned around and joined the court, imposed the Supreme Court government. Do you know that is the reason why now they are going on more impunity? Because one impunity breeds thousands of more. They have now gone to the extent of no, they don't need to even have any campaign. Just after INEC, we just say, oh, APC win. Who is it? No person even know about APC candidate. They say no, APC won in that north, no problem. In Imo North, or this thing, and that's it. If you debate it, go to Supreme Court because you are. Evil and keep quiet, saying that maybe it didn't concern them, it's not affecting them directly. That is the people that will destroy the world. That is when they were killing IPOB. Other people were looking at IPOB, these people, they are secessionists, they are terrorists. Okay, that monster, it touches you, that sharp. How evil expands like when you that it is, no matter that, okay, they are suspected terrorists, take them to court instead of more than 3 years telling that they are faith. That somebody you look at this, you say, oh, these are the look around, kill them, do them. If everything is kicking. Are different. Do you see why we are different? Do you see why we are doing what we are doing? It doesn't matter who is the victim. You fight against injustice. Rise up to fight against injustice. It doesn't matter who suffers it. We have been campaigning for El Zakzaki. We are not Muslims. But it doesn't matter. You don't need to fight against justice.
South and the great Biafra Ipob. But they kill it to white God worship and we lost the face of our God. And that's we want Lord in our.
So what am I saying? That we should be politically conscious. Please, I have a report that my voice is coming out and spontaneously and going back. I don't know, and ceasing. Whether can somebody confirm that I am coming out correctly? I don't know. Please can somebody confirm that my voice is coming out correctly, please? Because my system is 100% okay. My system is showing me 100% okay. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA service. I hope that my voice will be coming out clearer now. I hope so. I don't know the reason why my voice, because my system was showing 100%. But we must continue. Yes, I think it's okay. It's okay right now. I hope so. So what am I saying? Political consciousness is something, it's a duty for every person as a human being to involve yourself to be consciously political. I mean, to be politically conscious. Because that is what shapes you. Apart from, after God, it is the government. And what does government do? They govern. And what do they govern with? Politics. It is the activities that govern, with the activities associated with the governance of the country or an area. That is governance. Do you understand? As far as you know that all these things affect your life, this is the governance that can decide you are coming out from your house and you are going in. You are work, the type of work you do, and you are, everything about you as a human being. That is why we say, the greatest miracle that can happen to you is not from church. It is government. When your government is functioning well, you don't need to pray for miracle. Do you understand that? You come out from school, you have a job. You have multiple options of jobs waiting for you. Now, what are you praying for miracle? It is a miracle already. The government, your government provides you with miracles. Once you are, you have electricity. Now, what are you praying for miracle? You don't need to pray for light to come. You command light, command transformer to bring light by miracle. No. Because the government is taking care of everything. That is how it should be. You go to hospital, you don't need to make deposit before doctor can touch you. You go there, they take you, they treat you, give you state-of-the-art treatment. What type of miracle are you looking for again? You work, and at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you receive your salary. What are you talking about? Do you know that in some countries they pay double salaries sometime in June? Sometimes 2 times a year. Do you know that? Double salary, I mean, if you are receiving 100,000 naira, maybe in June, end of the June, they will give you double. They give you 200,000. That one, because they know that you have to go on holiday, little holiday. The same thing happens during December time. Some once in a year. Maybe October or November, they give you double salary because they know that you are going for holiday. You need to go and relax. For after working hard, the government gives back to you. That is miracle, for goodness sake. People should not be expecting things where there is none. That is why we should be politically active. We should be politically conscious. What is happening in our land today is because majority of the people are sleeping. They are in a state of comatose. And that is why the little ones, the criminals we call politicians, now they know that people are sleeping. They can do everything with impunity. Who will hold them accountable? Nobody. Nobody. If you want to rise up, they will just bribe you. If they cannot bribe you, now they will kill you. But if people will rise up, if many people, majority of the people will rise up spontaneously in order to ask for what belongs to them, for their rights, to be conscious politically, I'm telling you, things will change. All these people, they will not be voting for billions of naira for only their car. You will see, if Nigerians are politically active, are politically conscious, you will not see all these senators receiving $2 point something million in a year for doing nothing. Whereas a teacher that works hard will be receiving 40,000 naira. A policeman that is working very hard, protecting, doing the real job, is receiving 45,000 naira. Military, the same thing. Look at them, just look at them, because people are sleeping politically. They don't want to know. Do you know, sleeping, it doesn't, I have said it, being conscious means you have to understand what is going on and you do something about it. You become involved. You raise people's consciousness. You arouse them. You make people understand. You do the do. Not only talk the talk. You do the do. Our leader Mazi, he did the deed. And that is why everybody is rising up. People have risen up. And that is why we are where we are today. But when you think that you know, oh, you are conscious, you can tell good stories as you want. Anybody that comes to you now, you tell him stories of how Abraham Lincoln started. This and that.
without doing nothing. You are nothing. You are doing nothing. Do you think without doing anything that we can be where we are today in this struggle? Do you think so? That is why they say to know is good, but to do is God. To know is good, but to do is God. Because God is a doer. It's practical. So, for you to be politically conscious, you have to engage yourself in making changes. Be involved in making changes, trying to make changes positively. Because when you look, you don't do anything. I'm telling you, you are a passive supporter of evil. Passive supporter of evil. You know, when you see evil, for example, you are passing now, you see a crime taking place. You know there is crime taking place. Maybe somebody is being mocked. Somebody is being mocked. His phone and all this, they are being taken from him or her. And you just pass without doing anything. You are a passive supporter of that evil, of that mocking. Do you know that? If tomorrow the camera catches you, you are a supporter. You can go to jail. You know what you should do? You should contact the authority, the right authority, by contacting the police. Oh, sir, there is one crime going on here. They know that. Where is this? Immediately they will come. But when you see you pass, you say, it doesn't concern me. Oh God, me I know there before they wound me there. You are a passive supporter of evil. You're a partaker, in short, not even supporter, a partaker in that evil, in that crime. That is what being politically unconscious does to people. You are suffering. You are not doing nothing to change the situation. You are also supporting you are indirectly supporting the criminals in looting, the politicians. But when you come out, when you start, anywhere you see that people are gathering to do something to protest, you join. Oh boy, this thing don't tire me. Let us go and tell people, let us tell the world what is happening. That is how to be conscious politically, or politically conscious. But when you are there, you know, they will make any law, and that law tomorrow will affect your life, directly or indirectly. It will affect your life. During the time of Obasanjo, I think 12 or 13 states we are clamoring for Sharia, the corners. People didn't talk. Oh no, it's their state. You know the way media presented it. No, they have the rights under Nigerian constitution to read and that. They have their right. God Almighty. But people did not know that it will affect them directly and indirectly today. It will affect their lives. You understand that? Had it been that time of they are clamoring for Sharia, people rise up even from the south and say, no, if you give them Sharia, all of us, it's better you divide this country, everybody will go. Because we should be in one Nigeria, secular Nigeria. Now, if you give them Sharia, how are we going to do? Do you see the debate? But nobody. People didn't talk about it. And Obasanjo granted, said, no, they have the right. You know, when it comes to the Fulani, they have the right. But when it comes to others, oh, you have no right. People didn't know that granting them Sharia, it means that they have indirectly gone out of Nigeria. Because they are not being governed by the Nigerian constitution again. They have their Hizbah police. The only people that have their Hizbah police that can arrest. Some time ago, they arrested a policeman, Nigerian policeman. Hizbah arrested a Nigerian policeman for sleeping with a woman in a hotel. And they arrested him. Now, which law has precedence over others? Over others? Do you understand what we are saying? The evil you passively supported, it will rise up tomorrow to haunt you. That is what I'm talking today. And I think this is where I'm going to end this presentation. I will open my lines, but before I do that, let me go on a little break, and I will come back. I will come back later to open my lines, please. It's when I open my lines, I will start taking calls. Please don't call me now until I open my lines, please. I will be right back. Welcome back. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp number is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 excuse me, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view about the issue discussed. I have a first caller on the line. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Yes. Hi, Johnathan.
Welcome to the program.
Can you hear me very well?
Of course I do. The whole world is listening. Go on.
Okay. Mazi Johnathan, you do the lady. Oh,
The Kwarage.
hey, I'm not that. Oh, for no. Choma bi n'eluigwe onye nwere ụwa ma nwekwa ala ndị mmụọ ọ gị nwe kpakpando ọ gị nwe anyanwụ ọ gị nwe ikuku ọ gị nwe osi anụ niile ndị na-efe n'elu ndị bi n'ọhịa ndị bi n'osimiri atụkwa gị nwe ọ ga-inwe osisi niile na mkpụrụ ya, ọ ga-inwe nri niile a na-eri eri, ọ ga-inwe eze ebube karịsịa eze niile, ọ ga-inwe mmụọ niile nọ n'elu ụwa ebe niile ma n'eluigwe ma n'ime ala ndị mmụọ, ọ tụkwa inwe mmadụ niile, ọ ga-inwe eziokwu n'onwe ya, kasa eziokwu la mmadụ abụọ. Dede Nnamdi Kanu onye nzọpụta, the savior of the world, dede ị ga-alụhụ n'udo, ọ nọ n'ọfọ. Chukwu okike abịa ama akwụsị m dị ozi m ngwa nwere aka m mekpacha ka ụwa niile nụrụ ozi m oke ebube dị mara mma aha ya ama mma mmadụ dị ga-ezi Chineke. Ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ ebe niile unu nọ n'elu ụwa geenụ ntị. Asọ onye ụgbọ gburu ntị shiri ya, ụkpala na-ebe n'akwụkwọ yiri ya, ngwere hapụ ukwu osisi akpara ya. Emere m gị na-akpọ ọnwa ogu ajụzi oge ikpe ama ndị mmụọ, ajụgbu okwe ndị ke n'ogu akpara na ya akpara gafee ama nna ya. Nwamme emegbula nwa mmadụ, nwa mmadụ emegbukwele nwa mmụọ. Ọ bịara nga anyị abịagbukwele na mgbe ha ga-alakwa mkpukpu apụkwala na ha n'azụ. Mmiri anyị atakwala na aza anwụkwala, ebe bere ugo bere kesi ibe ya ebele nkukwa ya. N'ọrịa bịara egbu m Okechukwu Ezikọ ọha n'ezinụlọ m, ọ bịara egbu Dede Nnamdi Kanu n'ezinụlọ ya, ọ bịara egbu ụmụ Biafra niile ma Mazi Johnathan nọ nga na-akọrọ anyị ka anyị mata ihe. Ụmụ Ipob niile ndị kwu n'eziokwu, ndị eziokwu uche maka ọwa 100 iri Biafra. N'ụmụ Biafra niile kwere ndị maka ọwa ọla ifere anyị were ndị Biafra lawa mụ weta ihe ọzọ. Ebe anyị niile ga-egbu onwe oju ọfọ ala na
Mazi, are you still there? What happened, Mazi? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, in the absence of that, instead of burning your airtime, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller,
yes, I can hear you, Mazi.
Welcome to the program. Go on.
Okay.
Go on, please.
I hope I'm coming out like Mazi.
You are. Please go on. The whole world is listening. Go on. It seems he's not hearing me. I don't know. When you call, I don't know. I'm hearing you, the whole world is hearing you, but you need to speak. And there's one thing I will advise our callers, please. Do not call with earpiece if you want to. Sometimes all these earpieces, some of them is not making things easy. Call direct and remove, do not put speaker, please, in your phone. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? It seems they are not hearing me. Let me get this phone. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? What is happening? Caller on direct line, can you hear me? I need to restart my phone, so I don't know what's happening. People call mostly from the zoo on direct line. If I pick, the phone will drop. I don't know. So what I talked about today is about being politically conscious. It is very important. People are neglecting the most important thing. Caller on direct line, can you hear me now? Caller. No, I don't know. We must overcome this issue. We must overcome this issue, honestly. We must overcome. I'm trying to, yes. Caller on direct on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Let me do one thing. Okay. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, go on.
I can hear you.
Welcome to the program. Go on.
Yes. Ike dilelu, ike defa na lande mbo.
Caller on WhatsApp, hold on.
Ike dilebe nile, nile. Tukwoti kabiama na ike dileligwe. Karere ha.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
I think about Biafra.
On WhatsApp,
Hold on.
somebody is talking to this.
Let them know the Kano. Hold on. Ezekiel chapter 33. May we Pope, may we Trump, may we every religion we are practicing. Ezekiel chapter 33 and Ezekiel chapter 34. You see chapter 34, verse 23, very, very important. Our leader, see what kind of I told him 3 days ago. Make it there. I put on another one now who don't Dara. But I won't have to say that we are not watching. The savior of because without Biafra, you see, what you can, all cannot people be both. All have to back what Trump, my beloved father, seeing it with their eyes. We are not joking. You see this present generation of Biafra. When I have stopped, just Americans, without you, Trump, America is finished. I'm telling you, America, if you want to let that vote in your country, they can. Let these people don't know that Trump is their savior. Because Trump is a good man. Dara. Never know. Psalm 37. Very, very important. You see the destiny of the wicked and the destiny of the good. That is why now I know. Apollo, Daniel, chapter 12. The word is about to. Look at it. That is it. And I said, I got you. Tell them they can follow. Don't break.
Thank you.
Deuteronomy chapter 32.
Mazi, please round up.
And the 9. Let them stay in their place. Let them stay in their place. This is the opportunity. And we said this is the opportunity. You see, Fulani, we will know how we have come into this place. We are going to get that sort of. You see that man there? He is doing. That is why our leader said it and everyone. Look at all these governors. All these senators. They don't know that their lives is gone. Dara. Only when I know. All follow. We need to follow people. All to the guy on our poker. I need to do my water. I don't know what I will have. But the never be shy of wine. I will get my man and do more than we in a control in Nigeria. Dara. nwere lọ onye na-akpọzi senti na-echi ọmụrụ na-atụpụrụ mmadụ ọbụrụ ịma dara achọ m na ọdị edere nwere ofe tụrụ ọ nwere ichebe ọ bụrụ na achọ m na ọpụtawa bụ ndị vampaya ta mpụta mana chukwu okike abịa ma if I don't do it akwa ihe ahụ mere Jona that is why I just because we are very stubborn and they don't
Yeah, Mazi, can you hear me now?
that is why you don't even remember 1967 to 1970 they massacred us up in Niger and they massacring us but Johnathan is there preaching to us look at Mama Johnny Ibe lọtọkọ ọtọjẹ jìjẹpọlọ tẹsí tẹfẹfọ lọtọkọ jẹjẹ ọkẹjẹ jìjẹpọlọ ayé ẹni fúnpọlọ òmùmù tẹsí lọtọkọ Biafra àwọn obìnrin wúlò hà ló bàtàlẹ àwọn ọkọ you see Japan you see China you see all these nations let them stay their place.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Mazi, welcome to the program. You know, our people should be disciplined. You know, what we are preaching here, people should be putting it in practice. Once you hear, you know, when we talk about greed, selfishness, it is manifesting in our daily lives. When you hear me, no matter what you are saying, I tell you, thank you. You should understand and, you know, be civil enough to, you know, round up. This platform, people are calling. Do not abuse it. Please. It is
yes. Good evening, Mazi, and good evening to all the great Biafrans all over the world.
Welcome to the program.
I still remains Mazi is calling from harbor in Biafra land.
Mazi, go on. Mazi, are you hearing me? No, let me check something. I don't know what is happening, but I must rectify this issue. I must, honestly. I must. Caller on the line, direct line, your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Please make it as if I say thank you, cut, I will cut you. That's what I will start doing now because our people need application. Go on.
Yeah, Madam Speaker, I'm calling from the public from I think we people that you are left for us, and the medical from Biafra land. And I thank God for this program this particular statement. You know, in that June, that's the first compassion of our film. That's just so that's just a reality. That's just the truth. The truth all. Because the film is I will be religion in that particular attraction and the media to work against the people. And our people have beaten into a system for them to demand that whatever is happening, God makes the best. With the will of God. The people men of God have been enslaved in that zone. They are them that claim popularity and support from other African countries. That by doing known. People need to come out and support this what they are doing in this process. To see them hiding in their corner, in their bedroom. Telling them, no, don't go out. Pray from heaven, to come from heaven, and come and send the bad government. And come and send the system of the evil government. And come and stop the Fulani hate men. And the police and army brutality to change the good. That's what they are doing because they are part of the system. Because a lot of them are doing this. They are breaking from the government, also the media. That is why they have not turned the brain of the so-called the apologetic movement into the original like an animal. They mean that when they actually don't talk. Don't come out and say what happened to in the hands of the government. They are holding you ransom. The money breaking you. Pray. God will come from the heaven and come and buy your time and give you food and give you the power of the same way. we are enjoying electricity here in the Republic. This is the small country. We are enjoying electricity for money to unite every day by day. There's no how we can bring
Caller on WhatsApp.
there's no how you can drink hot water because there are two water all over all the day of their life. I've not seen them here drinking hot water. I've not seen them drinking other water. Since I came to this country, they always drink glass water, cool water because they are all over. The electricity every day by day. But in that view, they ask you not to pray or to pray. Believe that a miracle is coming to us from heaven. Remember that the upper God, the second God is judgment. And the government is the miracle because the government is going to put the facility, put the water, put everything in place. Everything is there. God has given us a miracle by giving us an emphasis in our land. And the government will come out and pray and bring that blessing for you to enjoy your life. Do you do the America? You do that from heaven, or you do that from Israel? It was human being that the government and the people say no to the evil government and tell the evil government to the better government. The same way in South Africa, the same way all over the world. But in that view, the so-called criminal politicians are using the so-called political purpose to ask their community to protect. Taking an action, blaming, beating people, blaming the sin, so that he is praying that God is going to come from heaven and come and put him in trouble. And there is a lot of disease, but the people themselves, because they are hypocrites, they are part of the problem. They say for man of God in Nigeria, they are criminals. I don't care, I don't want to know, they are all criminals, because the thing is happening, it will not come out. And from them they will come out act. But you must put your brain into action. You must come out and participate in action. Not to be sitting in your office, sitting in your room, while you are collecting money from the backyard. Deceiving the government was asking them to pray that it was God that did Germany. It was God that did South Africa. It was God that did Tunisia and Morocco.
Thank you.
I don't know what is happening in that view. They are deceiving themselves. They're going to end. Mazi, good night. Mazi, next week. I'm coming from
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, Mazi.
Welcome to the program. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yeah,
Okay,
it's better now.
Yes. Go on.
Yes, I still remember Mazi Eze calling from HAUSA in Biafra land, and I want to salute our courageous Biafrans all over the world to keep on the faith, because victory is very close. And speaking about the focus of our discourse this evening, you know, in fact, it is tied to a lot of branches. But let me start with the church, because you see, the kind of messages that they release to the people, it is part of this that is derailing, making our people inactive. Now, because the church is making them to believe that God will do everything for them. For instance, if God provides your daily bread, you must do the baking. God never created man without responsibility. But it is now the other way around in the churches. And it seems as if these churches are in connivance with the Pharisaic faith. Because tell me how somebody, you'll be telling somebody that, oh, don't worry, just pray. God is a God of miracle. He's going to do miracle. The God said that he will bless the work of your hands. So it means if you're not doing something with your hands, the blessings won't come. That who now will rescue these people? And I think that the coming of Biafra is going to rescue many of these people who are in serious bondage from the churches. Because this whole thing ranges from, in fact, it takes grip on the family, the father, the mother, and the children. And then it now becomes a transistor, something that, you see, a parent will tell the child, like this second phase of this answer, do you know a lot of things that is actually there are only many of our very resolute people that want to go into the God. Oh, is it only you?
Mazi, are you still there? Mazi, are you still there?
You,
Oh, scholar on WhatsApp, your name and where you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? I don't know what is happening today in all this. I don't really know. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you? But you are not talking. Can you go on, please? Yeah, I don't know. There is something wrong, honestly, but I don't know what. They will talk, but I don't know whether they don't hear me. I have tried everything. I have tried everything I could. My system is 100% correct. But people seems not to be hearing me, or I don't hear them. I don't know. But we must continue. The issue is, I know, I understand whenever it comes to something religion, our people dabbles into that religion. I understand, it's understandable. Do you know why? Because what religion has caused in our land is too bad. Religion, instead of putting us together, is helping in tearing us apart. We are using the same Bible, but different interpretations are making it difficult for people, for our people to see things in reality. That is why, even if you don't talk about religion, our people will bring the issue of religion. It is understandable. And our brother that said that all men of God are evil, I cannot agree. There is nothing like all, but you know, it is a kind of a figure of speech. It's just like when you do tea, a drum of tea, you know, it needs maybe 2 kilos of sugar in order for it to test out, but you put only one or 2 cubes. People will test it and say, no, there is no sugar. But truthfully, there is sugar. If you test the water, there will be molecules of sugar inside. But because the test didn't come out, that is the reason. When you see people or hear people talking about, oh, men of God are bad, all men of God, it doesn't necessarily mean that all. But due to the fact that most of them, I say most of them, the good ones never come up to the test. That is the reason why our people are. Because when you look at what is happening in our land, religion is contributing more than 90% of it. I'm telling you honestly, in our land. Even in Muslims also. Religion is contributing to their stupidity also. That is it. Because they use religion. Remember that Ottoman Danfodia used religion to manipulate the HAUSA and turn them into slaves, beggars till death. That is the truth about the matter. That is it. Now, the same thing is happening in our land. Families are divided due to religion. Instead of being politically conscious, in order to contribute on the issue concerning your daily governance, people are looking for help where there is no help. The most miracle in this our time comes from the government. I'm telling you. But in Nigeria, people don't understand it. The most miracle comes from the government. But when you are left in a place whereby everybody behave as you want, hustle, for your food. Dog eat dog. Now what are you going to do? You start looking for help where there is no help. That is the truth of the matter. Let me pick this call. I don't know. Caller, can you hear me? No, it's connected. It's still connected. The same thing that is this caller. What's it called? Your network is connected. So what I'm trying to say is this. People look for miracle where there is no miracle. That is the truth. Your miracle comes from the government. Why do you want to travel to Germany? Why do you want to go to Japan, South Korea? Does it mean that their church is better there? Even most people in these countries, in all these countries, they don't even go to church. They don't even belong to any religious organization. But you go all these places, you see that you start making it. Why? Because of the government in place. Because of the activities of governance in place is favorable for individuals to grow. That is it. It's not a work of one person. It's a collective work. You know, when it comes to governance, there must be checks and balances. Without checks and balances, it cannot work. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Look at police will kill somebody and with impunity. And nobody, if you people will talk, they say, okay, no, don't worry, don't be law abiding. We have taken care of the situation. And they will do as if they arrested the policeman, and before you know, they transfer him to another, to west, southwest, or another place. And life goes on. But if police kills and people come out, they show their anger, they hold the government responsible, and they will not get out of the street until they see that that person, the victim receives justice. That is where they will now make sure that they will make law that prohibits police from killing innocent citizens, from killing people. Do you understand? But when they kill, like somebody they kill, where and after they do it abracadabra. No, don't worry, we'll take care of the situation. The press, the media, Nigerian media, instead of going to interview really what happened to find out, you know what they will do? They will from their studio call the DPO or IGP of police. Give us what really happened there in Owerri. The IGP they are calling, maybe it's in Abuja. He said, no, nobody died, only one hoodlum wanted to grab a police, and the police just accidentally discharged and, it's just death of one hoodlum, finish. And they say, okay, you see, it's what you are saying. They continue making people to be stupid in Nigeria. The press, the media. People don't know the atrocities this media is causing. The Nigerian media is contributing to the miserable lives of people. Look at what happened in Lekki. None of them did investigative journalism. They were quoting, they were there. CNN come from America. Go and do their investigation. And now you see them quoting, according to CNN. You see Channels Television quoting CNN. See, according to CNN report, people were shot in Lekki Beach, in Lekki Tollgate. Do you see that these people are evil? Do you see it? Do you see that these people are evil? That is what we are doing here. We are saying, we are making people to understand that, look, you have to participate as far as you are a living human being. This world is for everybody. This world belongs to everybody. I don't know. But people with your ignorance, now you do what? You leave it for people to manipulate you. And you don't do anything about it. Our lines are still open. I don't know what is happening to the phones. I don't know. It's not the phones anyway. They are all okay. If people call, they find it hard to listen. But I promise to do something about it, but it will not be now. But people are calling and getting through. So you can call. You can call and get through. That is the reality about it.
Oh Lord. Hey. Oh yes. Weepy men do it for a night. Thank you, Lord. But joy coming in the morning. They say they can only be delayed, but cannot be. Don't give up in your sorrow. Chop, 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 chop.
Yes, I can hear you very well. Mazi, good evening from here. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening from here, and good evening to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Most Favor Nibo. I come from Neu province, Biafran land. I'm coming from Kingdom of Netherlands. Mazi, I must thank you for the good work and the lectures you're teaching and giving us every evening. I will keep on to bless you. And to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great hero of my own time. Chukwuabiama will keep on to energize and strengthening him. And at the end, Biafra, must be restored. Chukwuabiama will make us all will see Biafra. He said, yeah, Mazi, 2 nights ago I called. I asked about one of us, but I didn't know you were asking me who is the person, but before then I already dropped. The person I was asking that I've not been hearing from him is Mazi Okafo. So I don't know. I've not been hearing him calling the radio, but that's what I called. That was what I asked who I was asking about that day. That is by the way. Mazi, I based on the topic you are treating. To be honest, Mazi, I totally agree with you and the caller before now that 90% of our program in that logical republic, this thing is well orchestrated, is well planned. Our major problem there is religion. It might sound strange, but it's the truth. Anything we are facing today in that zoo is religion. And this religion is not by our making. After the Europeans and Britain colonized us, the next legacy of the next footprint of perpetual dominance, perpetual control, forever control of us, the footprint left in that religion. Because they will use it and manipulate our brain and our mind to a point that who will be your leader? Instead of democracy to take place, in the church is where they will tell you who will be your next leader. It makes those that are against that very leader or that are antagonizing that very opposition, it makes them to remain docile. It remains the other few that believe in that word of man of dog to go and vote for that very imbecile that is against the people's will. Now, people cannot stand up against bad government because their pastor said, their church or their pastors is in support of that line. Today, people cannot go out and look for work or even create a job themselves. Why? Because their pastor or their man of dog already told them that miracle money is coming. People don't do anything. We have got to the point of our stupidity has gotten to a point that I don't know whether this can be redeemed. If Biafra, in fact,
Biafra remains the only solution. It is just the only antidote. Because if Biafra is not restored, we are doomed forever, because our brain is no longer, we can't think again. We cannot articulate. Everything has been centered on religion. From Monday to Monday is church in that zoo. From Monday to Monday is church. They go choir meeting, they go church cleaning chair, they go rehearsal, they go evening program, they go from Monday to Monday. And now the small money you will still make out from the few hours or 2 hours you made out of your business, you still go to church. 3 hours preaching of that very man of God is a way to twist your brain, to manipulate you, to take that small money you made out of few hours, they let you go to hustle. You still bring it and come and drop in that altar. That is why everybody will just need to put everything you have. Keep on this fight. Let's restore our Biafra. Let's restore Biafra, because that's the only hope of our survival. If Biafra don't come soon, then I don't know what will be the fate of our people. This is my submission on your program, Mazi, and I say Chukwu Abiyama will keep on to bless you. Those that are standing on the other side or standing on the face, have it in mind that the man Nnamdi Kanu is the man Chukwu Abiyama sent for this struggle. I heard his voice and I joined this struggle. In 2007, we are with a crowd and we saw the moon appearing during the day. I was there live. In Mazi, the other comrade that was arrested with him in Ihala. That afternoon, all of us, I was there. I was not told, they did not tell me. I was there live. He was talking and the moon appeared around 2 in the afternoon. This is the man Chukwu Abiyama has sent. A lot of signs. If he is ordinary, they would have killed him in that prison and even thereafter. But every step he took, you see the sign that this man is a man sent by God. So whatever that is happening now, I'm not surprised. But those, I know people will still fall by the wayside. But if you are called Biafra, if Biafra is your blood, if you are determined for this struggle, that same voice that we heard and we were following, that same voice will not lead us astray. And we are still, Chukwu Abiyama will use them to restore this land for us. We want to go back home. What are we doing here? Mazi, thank you for giving me the time. Chukwu Abiyama bless you.
And you too, thank you very much. We must continue. You know, what my brother said is entirely true. We have been in a state of coma. And you know, this religion, when I talk about religion, when we talk about religion, it is not only even church. Any type of religion, both Islam, even is the worst. Because even Islam doesn't, they say Western education is evil. In Nigeria, not in other places. You understand? And they discriminate between Muslims and non-Muslims. But the worst part in our own side is that our churches discriminate from brother to brother. As far as you are not going to their own, they call you unbeliever. You understand? So which one is more, you know, is the worst? Caller on what's up, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program.
Even Mazi, Johnathan.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Ishago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you once more. I greet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our spring leader, for a time like this. Sometimes I start to think, what will be
Go on, Mazi, go on.
The condition of this country called Nigeria if not Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? What is going to be the position of condition of this country called Nigeria? If all this information that is coming through Radio Biafra to Nigeria up to today, and we have been seeing what is going on, if not IPOB, if not our leader, what is going to be the position of Nigeria? Nigeria is a place, because of failure of the government, people are just wallowing in darkness. Anywhere you see where you can grab money from another person, you enter. Because immediately somebody come out of school, wasting the whole years, and come out, and there's no work, then the person starts to be moving up and down. Some of them, they say they are going to pastor. Majority of our people claim that they are pastors because of lack of no work. Some of them start to open churches from one corner to the other, like somebody in the market making open shop to sell something. That is exactly what the church is all about in Nigeria. You see all these people who are calling them man of God. Somebody will be, every Sunday and Monday and Tuesday going to church, praying for government to give road for them, for government to give them light, for government to do everything for them. When you reason like those, when you think of those people that is reason that way, and you take it and watch out what is going out in the foreign land, in abroad, how things are working, you feel ashamed, and you find out at the end of the whole story, religion destroyed Nigeria. Religion, both Islam, because the pattern other Muslim are, practicing Muslim, like Dubai and other countries of Muslim countries, is not the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria Muslim is not like other Muslim. Nigerian Muslim are teaching a different thing. Because when somebody told you to go and marry many wives and born children who you cannot train, and they become a nuisance to the public, is not a religion. When somebody is teaching you to go and kill people, destroy their house, as many things you destroy or you do or you kill will help you to go to heaven. It's the wrong teaching. It's not correct. It is not how other people and other weapons to go and attack those people who are demonstrating. From them, they will cause a trouble. By then, they will invite the army and the police, and they will go back to square one. That is what the Fulani are using the HAUSA people to do in Nigeria. It's not like that in other countries. If you come to our side, it's a problem. People are praying for everything, forgetting that the Bible said prayer without work is dead. If you pray 200 years without work, you are going nowhere. And they're teaching people to pray, making noise. If you go to Aba, every one pole, every 2 poles is church. They will carry their loudspeaker, put on the top of a roof, making noise everywhere, disturbing people. If you eventually say that they are making noise, they say you are Oboni, you are Amok, you are all this, you are all that. How useless are these people? I'm telling you, the problem we have in Nigeria is religion. Until these people can think and human being, because this politician has bought them all, or they have bought them all. When they come, they go and give them money to deceive those people they are deceiving inside the church, telling them to go and vote. If the whole church will come up now and said they want to this time around, they are not ready continue going to get that everybody must do the right thing, and the right thing is to assist IPOB, because IPOB is the only way out Nigeria now, by dividing Nigeria now, because failing to do so, this is just the beginning of the trouble in Nigeria. This is just the beginning. The hell is on the way. If they fail this time, the hell are waiting for all of them inside Nigeria. Because there's no program and there's no plan for government than to steal and to loot and to destroy. That is Fulani for you. Fulani has no plan for anything than to steal and to loot. And they have elected criminals in each of the states, governors, senators, House of Representatives, ministers. All these criminals, they are not ready for anybody. What they need, what they are waiting every 4 years election. Is that how a country moves? Country without a plan. That is nonsense. I don't know how this Christianity, you understand what is coming to them. If they fail it now, all of them will be forced not to be a Muslim, a radical Muslim, but to be Fulanized, where a time will reach, each of the states will be Fulani governors and senators. By that time, their eyes will open and it will be too late for them. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where? Oh, there is something I noticed this evening. Mostly people that are calling from the zoo or Biafra land. That is where I'm having the problem. Now I notice it's not from here. I mean the calls. It wasn't from, the fault is not from here, from the callers. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Welcome to the program, Mazi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi Johnathan. God bless you.
And you too.
My name is Mr. Chido. I'm calling all the way from Switzerland.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my contribution today to what you said is, what I have to contribute is about the church. the most problem we're having in that issue called Nigeria is religion. Religion contributes 98% of we being enslaved in that zoo called Nigeria. Because those religious leaders, they see good government as threat to their church. They know that when good government comes, when good infrastructure and jobs everywhere, people will not go to work and have money and they take care of themselves. When there's a good hospital, when you see to good hospital, so they see it as a threat. So they don't want good government. This is why they are not supporting what we are doing. You hardly see them in the church in support of protest against this government that is killing their people. You can never hear them. Even anytime you are talking of protest, when you listen to them, there's one in Kaduna, man. I listened to one of his messages where he's telling the people he hostage never join the protest, that these people that are protesting that even in power, that they will even be worse than the people in power now, that they should not go to protest, that Nigeria will be good. I don't know what they say in 2030 and 2040. So, all these religious leaders, they benefit, the more the criminals in power is loving people will be trooping inside there, because the higher the problem is coming, the higher the more the people is trooping to them, because there is no government to listen to you, there is no hospital, nobody to talk to you, wherever they will direct you, go to church. So they are benefiting it so much, they love it so much, they never want people to be free. Even during the Johnathan administration, when they want to remove Johnathan, it's them that troop in the street, those pastors, those religious leaders. I saw in that time, all of them with their followers, all them through the street, and they frustrate Johnathan out of power and put Buhari. But now, since then, when you are talking of protests, they will be hiding other, I don't know, to be telling you that, hey, we don't want this Nigeria to collapse, because if this Nigeria collapse, our church will collapse. We will no longer be millionaire. We will no longer take that and the offering, and still we are taking 100 times every week. Where should we get money to maintain this our jet? So, if you ask me to say, I will say they are they are enslaving us even more than politicians, because without them, politicians will not be killing us. They are the people who is welcoming all these people that are being destroyed by politicians. They be welcoming them and telling them, no, don't worry, God loves you. Just come here, all your problems will be solved by God. They will not tell them where their problems start from. They will not tell them to go and protest against their government. There's one church I'm going before. This pastor will be telling me that God owes me marriage, God owes me work, God owes me good education, God owes me good road, God owes me money, God owes me this, God owes me that. It's now I come to Europe, I do know that God did not owe me anything. It is the government that owes me everything. Here what I am now, and sometimes I will call maybe somebody from here, a white man or a white lady. I will ask him, what do you want God to do for you? I want to pray. What do you want God to do for you? They hardly answer because they don't have problem. So that they begin to look at me and ask me that they don't know what they ask God, that everything is okay for them. I ask them, so you don't know what I will tell God now. So you don't want to, I want to pray. Tell me what you want, let me pray, let God do it for you. You say that you don't know, that they don't know anything that you tell God to do. I tell them, okay, let me pray for a long life and prosperity. They will laugh. I'll just pray for them. So these people don't even know all these things. They are just, in fact, that place is not, we are deceived there by this religion they are bringing for us here.
that religion is the key problem. Any day those religious criminals will leave those places and leave those people they hold their hostage and tell them to go to the street and hold their government accountable. Everybody will be free in that zone. But they are working with those criminals in government house. This is why people are suffering from money to night, year to year, month to month, dying every day like chicken in the poultry. This virus called bird flu just coming and killing people. Those religious leaders, God will never forgive them. Well, I'm encouraging our people, if they can hear me, that God is not own them anything. It is their government own them. If they want to, no, they can come out tomorrow and join others in the street to protest and hold their government accountable. That is where their problem lies. It's not in the church. This is what I want to contribute this night. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
And you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. We must continue. Caller on direct line, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi. Can you hear me?
I can. The whole world is hearing you. It is now I come to understand, Mazi. Just hold on. You know, the whole cause, the whole problems I was having is people that is calling me from the zoo. I'm telling you. I was manipulating my system, quarreling with my system. But it's after now that I'm receiving calls from other places that I really understand that my system didn't owe me nothing. Honestly.
Yeah, yes. You know, that's what you can expect from the zoo. That's it. Everything about zoo.
Many of them are calling and they want to speak, but no way. Go on, my brother.
Yes, Mazi. Thank you so much for all that you've been doing for Biafra. And I thank God Almighty for bringing Mazi down the camera at this critical time. God will continue to bless him and God will continue to, give him long life so that he will see Biafra. Mazi, I thank you so much for this particular thing that we are talking about this morning, that's regarding to religion. In life, I am a realist. I am not religious. And nobody brings religion to me. Because if people can understand, the problem that will leave me is one, politics and religion. Because the politicians, they will convince you and tell you what they want you to do, what they will do for you, but everything is lie. The religion, they will talk to you and tell you, with that word, they convince you. Like in Islam, you have people that will just allow children that can be brainwashed in a way that they can go and commit suicide or, blow people up in the name of religion. Then you have the same people in religion that can convince people to kill their mother because they say they hear from God. And when you say that you heard from God, that means that you are a liar because nobody have heard from God and they'll still be alive. Nobody has seen God and be alive. So that's religion. I know it definitely, and I have. Even my children, I told them, I said, listen to what they are saying, but make your mind, just reason before you do anything. Don't let anybody brainwash you. So, the Europeans, they bought the religion because they know that we are very gullible. So they use that religion to bring us in and then use it to exploit us, and that is how they came to Africa. Can you imagine that Gowon of all people, the one that committed genocide of 6.5 million children, today is going around and then acting as if he is a God and he is religion? Let us pray. But they think that God is foolish. People think that God is foolish. You know what I love about God? God gave conscience to everybody. For everything you do, you can lie to people, but you cannot lie to God, and you cannot lie to yourself. That conscience that God created and put in you is what determines, the outcome of everything. So what I am saying is that now, if you see what is going on in Islam, it is the same religion that they use. The Boko Haram is using that religion. What did they do? They have this selective choice, the selective religiosity, taking the part that they feel that is good for them and the part that is not good for them. Now, that is the reason why the Boko Haram can go ahead and kill. That is the reason why they can brainwash children that is in Islam and they call them Amaji, the children that you born from 5 to 12 years old. Then you say, okay, come, let me teach them the religion, and then you brainwash them and call them Amajiri and send them out to go and beg on the streets. While you, the imam, you send your children abroad, send them to America, send them to Europe to go and learn and read. You are a politician. You are exploiting those children and you're using them for politics. But your own children are overseas, and then they are studying because you want them to be productive. But still, you are manipulating. God is watching you. God is not foolish. God is not foolish. So whatever that you do, you're going to get the repercussion. So what I am telling the youth of Nigeria, the youth, the youth from the Middle Belt, I want to tell you that these people have, because let me go back a little bit, because this religion that we're talking about now, it just hit my mind, and then there are a lot of things that I want to say. Do you know that what Nigeria is suffering today from is the strategy in place after the war? That strategy of subjugation of the Biafrans, the strategy of extermination of the Biafrans. So this strategy that they use after the war to masculate, just intimidate, and then put us under bondage, is the strategy that have caught up with Nigerians. Or everybody now is suffering from the same strategy. You see, they use the religion, then they use this strategy that they put in. So what am I saying? What I am calling upon is the youth, all the youth that find themselves in that Nigeria, to check. We are in the social media. Check all part of the whole world and tell me the way they are running other countries and the way the Nigeria is being run. The people who are ruling Nigeria are the people that are gaining the gain from the war. After the war, all the generals that have the blood of the Biafran in their hand, they are the leaders that you have in Nigeria today. Them and their nieces, their nephews, and then even their relatives. Look at them from Gowan. Okay, what position do you have his children? And what position do you have his the relative? Then you go to Buhari, you go to Babangida, you go to Abacha, you go to all of them, they are connected in one way or the other. And then even Gowan, then you will check, even the man that said, Kolut, what's his name again? He himself and his children and everything. So these are the people that have the blood of the innocent in their hand. What is haunting Nigeria today is the blood. There is no atonement for the children of Biafra that we are intentionally exterminated. Mazi, the worst thing you can do to yourself is to have the blood of a human being in your hand. And that blood will torment you in everything, in every way. If Nigeria know better, they better just come back and then beg and apologize and then do an atonement and then see what the Johnathan can do so that this cause that God has brought upon them will stop. If not, Nigeria will continue to go into hell, believe me. So religion that we're talking about have done so bad to us. But still, I am calling upon the youth, because the youth of Nigeria can exonerate themselves from this crime that their father has committed. They can do this by now demanding, for everybody just to be on their own. They have to demand for good life. They have to demand because they were not created to be in the type of life they have. After going to university, after doing everything that you were told to do, if you feel doing it, your life will be better. But you're not seeing anything. There's no employment, no electricity. For all the years that Nigeria have been, no electricity. Electricity comes with development. Electricity comes with industry. Electricity comes with investment. But there is no electricity in that land. No good hospital. Not even hospital. No hospital. Mazi, you finish serving the Nigeria, working and everything, and time will come when they're supposed to pay you the gratuity or they pay you, retirement, and then you come and then there is nothing to retire on. What exactly do you have in that place? Why? Because of the strategy they put in place after the war. Then they thought that they're using it. Man, let me give you an example of this strategy that I'm talking about. The strategy of the blockade they did. Look at what they did in Biafra. There is no. Can you imagine? Even one international airport you don't have in the Biafra land. because this is the strategy they put during the war. And that strategy they put is that let us just put a blockade on these people so that they cannot get any food. That international airport was blockaded and they have not opened it up to today. Then what about the seaport? Now, do you want to ship something to Nigeria? Then now you have to go to Lagos. The blockade they put in the seas so that we cannot get food to eat, that led to the extermination and then the starving of the children. That blockade, they did not put it out, remove it after the war. On the road, they were mounting the block in order just to kill all the Biafran. That road blockade they put up to today, that's the reason why you go to the east, you come to Biafra land, you have the army on the road, you have the police on the road, you have the immigration on the road, you have everybody, everybody on the road so that they can catch you and then they will intimidate you, then, do anything and kill you. The killing is too much. The killing is too much now. They are dealing on the blood of the innocent. The organs of the youth, that is what they are dealing on now. This is the reason why they have given, all these guns, all these people, when everything they are killed, and when they kill, they will take that person to the hospital and then they will harvest the organs. That is what they are doing now. They are Nigeria is the number one industry, number one place. Their export now is the organ of the children, the youth. So I am asking the youth, wake up. This fast that you have is an opportunity for you to say your frustration. Tell Nigeria the frustration that you have been having. Destroy, kill them, do whatever you can do. For all these people that have made your life to be very useless. For all the politicians that have stolen from you, everything about you, the politicians have just put you in the cage. Use this opportunity to do what you have to do, because he who is down don't need to fear any fall. What are you living for when you don't have any future? What are you living for when they have hold your destiny in their hand? They don't want to let go. So you, Nigerian youth, use this opportunity. Do whatever you have to do. I thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. Please, I want you to download the radio. IPOB community radio. This is Nnamdi Kanu. They will tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is the worst thing that happened to you. But no, Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that has come to open your eye. Check everything that Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching. The man is very selfless. The man is not selfish. He is telling you about, because he is so upset about what is going on with you. They have promised him everything they can promise somebody in the world, but he said no, because I want to exonerate and I want to emancipate my people. And what is he doing is the youth of Nigeria. He is emancipating you so that you can be able just to take your life and then live like every other human being that God created. So, Mazi, I don't want to take much time because a lot of people are waiting. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
You too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must continue. Honestly speaking, before I was thinking that I have problem with my materials, my equipment, but I see that it's not the case. So I don't know whether they are trying to block people calling from Nigeria or what. There's something I want to add here to show you that the government is in control, or should be in control, should be the source of your miracle. We are living in a human, in this earth controlled by human being. That is what people should understand. This earth is not controlled by the spirit, no. It is humans that control it. So, let me pick this call before I continue. Caller on Skype, Mazi, Pastor Jack. Can you hear me?
Mazi Johnathan, good evening from here.
Welcome to the program. Oh.
Thank you very much. Good evening, dear friend. Pastor Freedom, my name is Pastor Jack. I'm coming from Lagos. Yeah, I think this zoo, most time this zoo, they try to block. That's what I noticed. I noticed it now. The early callers, they were all calling from Biafra land or the zoo, larger zoo. But I was encountering problem. They can't hear me. I can't hear them. And yes. I was thinking it's my material, my equipment, But after I started knowing, I'm telling you. That is what the zoo is doing. more especially because the ENSAS, second phase of the ENSAS are just commenced today, so they are working.
Yes, you are right. Now I understand. You're right. You're right.
So, and they don't actually know how the youth are prepared this second phase, so they don't want to take any chance. But the youth has prepared ahead of them. The people are more formidable and thinking smart more than them. Okay, having said that, brief one before I go into this answers. In as much as I can agree that religion has affected or has made some persons to behave in certain uncultured manner or have misled some persons, but I tend to disagree with my religion. People hear from God, see till tomorrow. Say, call on to me, I will answer you. I will show you. So people see hear from God. I'm not trying to say your belief is your belief, but that does not suggest to the fact that people do not hear from God. People hear from God till tomorrow. So, and also, irrespective of our religion, I think the best thing we could do is to have a good sense of judgment, and we have a discernment spirit in order to discern. You know, when you see something, you'll be able to give it a good judgment and say, see, this one is not. It's not good. This one is good, irrespective of religion. Because just like King Solomon, just like the King Solomon during his judgments, he made use of a discernment spirit in order to deliver the landmark judgment that led people see him as a man of wisdom. Now, having said that, I don't think everybody, religion controls everybody, so that everybody wouldn't be demonized because of their religion. Now, aside that, I want to encourage the Nigerian youth today, because the protest, the first day today was overwhelming. Abuja the crowd was much. Lekki Tollgate, the same thing. I think Osun State, but I want to encourage the entire Nigerian youth. Do not sit behind, do not sit back. Let it be a spontaneous protest all over the state, all over the contraction, anywhere. Come out in mass. I think despite army running around police, they cannot do anything because they never believe the first one will go to this extreme. And people are technologically advanced. In this second phase of the protest, they are in for a shock what they are going to see. Any action they take, it will be displayed outside there. They will be surprised. The likes of Lai Mohammed and all of them, they can do whatever thing they want to do, or they can yap. But what I want to tell you, if you want to change the status quo, if you don't want what has been happening to be happening, if you don't want to remain unemployed after 4, 5, 6 years of graduation, if you don't want to remain in school more than 2 years, ASU is still on strike. If you don't want to die in an accident, or your wife or your child having complications, as the case may be, as a result of bad road, you lose them. If you don't want to be paying for darkness, whereas they are giving light to Niger, they build a refinery in Niger, all the flag, they carry everything go to Niger because they are part and parcel of the Niger as well. If you don't want all these atrocities, whereby the Nigerian official will wake up and freeze their account for nothing, if you don't want all these things, you must come out. Do not be afraid of them. The people's voice, the people's might are bigger than that of the cabal. The government, we are the government, not them. The few cabals cannot control the entire 190-something million, if not 200, outside the cabal. So you must come out, shut down everywhere. SARS must go, bad governors, everything. The armies, everything is going to collapse. Because if they fail to listen and all call fail to the deaf ear, now they will receive it up. Continue until UN will weigh in. They must listen. All these cabals will chase them out of the contraction so that you have your future being bright once again. Therefore, I encourage all of you from tomorrow to come out in mass as the protests continue until this contraction is totally shut down. they can do nothing. Anyhow they want it give to them. The Boko Haram are in the north operating, collecting money. If you want to marry, you pay Boko Haram. If you want to do traditional marriage, you guys settle Boko Haram. And if they want your daughter, they will write to you, you will give them your daughter, maybe for 2 weeks, after which if they want, they return your daughter. And they move all their army, terrorist army, into the Biafra land, killing our people, conniving with the likes of small Hitler, just a week, the likes of stupid organization and others. By the way, I think you see the letter of Mieti Allah is actually manifested. Today, Ajus Akane has endorsed the person that Mieti Allah recommended that should take over in Imo State as Ohanese leader. Do you see what we have been telling you people? But very soon, we will flush all of them and make sure we sanitize our land. Nobody will stop Biafra. This either Biafra or nothing else will remain on this contraction. Mazi, Johnathan, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I will say something about your first issue, your first statements concerning religion. You know, today we are not that my topic is not about religion, but religion is somehow involved in what I said, because one of the things that make people politically unconscious is religion. The way they use religion to control people. No, everything will be all right. Just believe in God. That is why I will say something. I think, let me pick this call before I make my closing remark. Caller, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, from here. My name is Ifan Chukwumadabuchi Ezu. I am from Orumba in Oka province of Biafra.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. First of all, I want to give my unalloyed support our leader, because the situation, the day and age we are in demands it. And to what you are saying about consciousness, awareness, it is not about demonization of religion. But until Nigeria understand that, or Nigerians, as the case is, will understand that dividing Nigeria into four, for instance, just for example, will enable each entity to defend themselves. The issue of terrorism will be solved overnight. Because they are the one who will say no terrorism here. The Kwarafa, or whatever they will answer, that middle belt, will say we don't want terrorism. And so will Oduduwa, and so will Biafra. And then opportunities, job opportunities, entrepreneurial opportunities will arise, competition will arise in those states because they want to be viable. But I wonder what those who call themselves learned people, even in the whole wider zoo, why are they not thinking? Because they lack that consciousness we are talking about. Well, no, this is the divorce from religion. Consciousness is apart from religion. And until they do something like awake people, they will remain learned fools in fact. And that is what I'm saying here. Because I'm seeing a very, very, very devious ineptitude, even in the political class, and then the clergy. Because what I want to say here is that the clergy, especially in the predominantly Judeo-Christian areas of the contraction called Nigeria, they must be very careful. Because it is true that our people, they have to, the religious practitioners, those who use religion as a means of cash, not as a means of imparting the knowledge of salvation and the Most High, they will render themselves hopeless and jobless very soon, because it is going very, very, very slowly. But in time, Nigerians, or whatever it may be when they integrate, will start logical thinking. And when they start that logical thinking, and see that they've been taken for a ride by their so-called clergymen, being religious practitioners, the churches will be empty. It will not be preached by anybody. Just that people will wake up and say, I've been taken for a ride, you deceived me. You said he had from God, but he had from nobody. Our brother who called from Lagos, Pastor Jai, nobody is disputing that God is, or your Holy Spirit, or whatever you call it, speaks to people. But it doesn't have to be a pastor. Myself, I received some things sometimes. I'm not holy, but I'm just a spiritual being that sometimes calls to a higher power to say, hey, what can I do in this situation? And sometimes I get messages. So you don't have to be a pastor or a priest or bishop to get that inspiration or opening, or even say it is the voice of God. So we're not disputing people's faith. And everybody in this forum, everybody who is hearing our voice, should not buy the lie. We in this forum, we in IPOB, we believe in individual choice. We are not telling you not to go to church. We are not telling you not to believe in God. But what I am telling you is to be awake and have that mind of discernment and having a conscious decision making, not letting people pull you by the nose and pick your pocket. And so what we are saying here is that people should be aware. For instance, this NSAS is going on. My brother, can you imagine, my people, can you imagine if all the people who go to crusade and vigils, if they flood the streets to protest for better future? Tomorrow the Nigerian government will sit up, or whoever is in charge will sit up. But because it is a protest, everybody will go and lie down. Any mega religious practitioner calls a vigil now, there will be go slow everywhere because the people will be rushing to where they will get an anointing and breakthrough. So this is a vicious circle in Nigeria, it's a vicious circle in the south, and the Biafra land. We have to break the stranglehold these people hold on our people. Our people will be starving, they will not have money to pay school fees and all fees and buy or any comfort. But they have to pay tax, they have to give offering while they are suffering. They bring the least they have to a millionaire who wants to buy a private jet. It is lack of awakeness. It has nothing to do with religion and being close to God. I tell you, a layman who is walking on the street will be better, closer to God than those religious practitioners who are prophesying for politicians. I'm not going to name names, but they know themselves. So my brother, I thank you, and I ask every Biafran to stand, every Biafran to support IPOB. Don't mind people who have been used by the political class in Biafra land and the religious bigots in Biafra land. They think they can use some people to break IPOB by using some people who think they are closer to God than I am born a Catholic, and I have, by the grace of God, I have put my hand to raise a priest. I'm not castigating anybody. I'm not castigating any faith. But our people should tell our people the truth and save our people from these politicians and religious practitioners who call themselves priests, because our people need the truth, our people need redemption, our people need the government that will take care of them, and not people who will be catering their goods abroad and hiding it in different countries. And they tell you when the election comes, they tell you they will bribe our people. Somebody come on the stage and told us that we bribe our people to vote for them. That's the screaming shame. Shame on for you all the political class in Biafra land who are trying to scatter IPOB by poaching our prince officers. It is good riddance, because those you poached are not even with us ab initio. So it is the work of God we are doing by winning IPOB. Getting rid of those people who are not with us, who are giraffes, prognosing to see what the politicians have to offer them, and then deceiving us thinking that we were thinking that we are with them. We stand on Mazi and the Kano. I heard his voice and came out and followed him, and by the grace of God, he shall lead us home. In the name of Chukwukabiama, all hail Biafra, my brother.
All must hail Biafra. Thank you very much. I don't know why people are calling now. I think I'm going to wind down this program. Honestly, I don't know. Please, Mazi, I'm on the verge of closing, so please, you have 2 minutes. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My name is Casey. Following you from Morocco. I think in terms of religions in Nigeria, both their Christianity, both the other one they are practicing, all are zero. These people here in the Muslim country, go to their beach, or they can fall here, we see alcohol, whisk, everything, women's grace as here. I'm telling you, and what things you need to do, you see these people in Nigeria, Senegal, the same thing. You can go other countries that practice Christianity, they look good. And Nigerian Christianity being under what they call it, safe property, is supposed to be under government. At least when you come here to give, you tell you maybe you are a drug trafficking, sell drug or maybe bring money to there, the pastor will report you. In Europe, you can't do it. Even to pay cash, you must go through credit. But in Nigeria, you see a pastor, you know that this guy, you don't have job, have car, he bring that immediately for him, he collect. The same thing. Now, if you call them in their country now, the Christians are crying, things are very bad. The Muslims are crying, things are very bad. Opportunity for this them end tax. Wake up and follow the suit. Europe, the same thing you pass through, they pass the same thing. But today they are really good. You don't need to follow the hand. Everybody fight for his own living. Don't need to sit down there and depend every day in church. You become Umbeke. You can't buy a woman and drink it for Europe. You will buy for herself. That is shown that the government means things for them. Only Nigeria will deceive a woman because of biscuit. He followed you. Because of what? No provision for them. So Mazi, I cut it off, my dear. Keep it on.
Thank you.
My dear brother. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much for keeping on the time. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain. But before I go, let me just make my closing remark, thoughts. People talk about religion, yes. Why I mention religion? Because it's one of those factors or those arms in putting people more into sleep. The media and religion, they are playing very critical role in Nigeria. Just like my brother said, the last caller, that we should be talking about a religion in Nigeria, which is correct, because the way religion is being practiced in other places is not the way it's practiced in Nigeria. The way they practice religion in Nigeria, both Christians and Muslims and others, is horrible, honestly. It's as if it's against humanity, in short. Let me put it like that. Now, let me make you understand. If you come to Christian or Christianity, the Bible you are using, which is originated from the word Biblia, is a Greek word. Just is the book
That is it. The book. That is what when you hear Bible is the book. Akwụkwọ. Now they put it holy, it becomes akwụkwọ nsọ. Just like in Igbo language, the way they put it. That's it. People think that this thing fall from heaven. It is life from the pit of hell. Let me tell you. This Bible you quote from Genesis to Revelation, you don't even know where they wrote it. You don't know nothing about. It is still government that put it in place. That is why I'm telling you you should be politically conscious. Because government is the first thing in modern humanity, modern life is government first. My brother, Pastor Jack, you said something, but I have a kind of slightly, I could have asked you the question. You said God talks to people. God talks to people for what? The controller of this life now is a human being, we human being. God has finished the work of creation. Now it is for human being to continue the work of creativity. Human being built aircraft, built satellites with which I'm broadcasting today. You are hearing my voice from every part of the world. Now why do we then go back to God every time? God, do it for us, do it for us. It's only in Nigeria. Do you understand? That is now hypocrisy and deception. We should be holding the government accountable. This is what you should do. We are playing our own part. Do this one for us. That is when they know that you are a real human being. Not going to God. God, you don't see God. Do you understand? Now let me come back. This Bible you're carrying as a Christian, it wasn't like this. You didn't have Bible at the first time. You didn't have a Bible like this. Some of them were manuscripts or scrolls of maybe one book, because Bible, the book, is a compilation of different books. Some of all those books, they found it in Alexandria in Egypt. Some they discovered it in Galilee. Some in Persia, some in different parts of the world as of that time. Do you know what happened? When this Christianity was moving on, becoming a big deal in the old Roman Empire, the then government, they knew and understand that if they didn't control this, there is going to be a problem. Because this one we take, Christ has he had many disciples. Many of them that we don't even know. Each one we take what they had from Christ and the predecessors. Now they go, and it is what they will be preaching. Some will say, no, this is, God is a 5. You have God the Father, God the 3, God the this and that, God the... Others say, no, we have only one God. Others say, no, we have angels that are on the ground. All based on Christianity from one source. Because, when you have a group of, that just like in this Biafra restoration, we have millions of us. If you meet one person and discuss Biafra with you, he will have many things. Some things he will tell you about his own saying, what Nnamdi Kanu say, his own version. You meet another person, another place, he will tell you the same thing, but in another way. It will not be completely the same. The same thing like the teachings of Christ and the Christianity and combined with the Judaism. People now started, as time goes on, the original people dies, others following them started distorting their teachings, taking it as they want to suit them. Roman Empire, the Roman Empire, the king, the emperor, they knew that the problem is brewing. If we, as physical human government, if we don't control this problem that will come, a time will come when one family will rise against each other and kill themselves because of the same book, because there will be argument. No, Christ said this. Another one said, no, he didn't say that, he said this. And they will start fighting and they will kill themselves. The country or the world will be ungovernable. Do you know what? They say we have to put an end to this. We have to organize this religion. Organize it and control it by ourselves. So that it will have a code of conduct. It will have one standard that will be followed by everybody. Do you understand? So that is why they organized the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. In order to make deliberations about, they collected all those books that different people are using concerning Christianity, concerning the teachings of Christ, so the apostles, so the disciples, so the Harriet of Syrian, the Peter of Mongolia. They collected all those books and said, now, what are we going to do? These are different pieces of books that people are using in order to fight against each other. The emperor asked the wise men, what are we going to do? That is when they convened that Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. That is 325 years after the death of Christ. 3 centuries. Do you understand? Now they deliberated and said, look, this thing, our people, the people we are ruling, because that time Rome is ruling the world, the known world as of that time, the ancient world. It is causing division. People are fighting each other because of these books everywhere. What do? That is when they selected people, bishops from different countries, and say, look, now check the books that is good for us, palatable, that we can use in order to control our subjects. It will be a standard, and we should decide on the doctrine to follow, and it will become a standard. They have to discuss about the nature of God the Son and his relationship to God the Father. So that many of all these doctrines you are seeing today, you are even in the Bible, added in the Bible. It is not something original. It is something that is added at one point or the other, just for convenience sake. So it is still the government that is doing this, which means government is powerful in this planet Earth. It is after God, it is government, because they even control religion. Do you understand that? Our people, they are naive. We are naive, but here we make you understand things that you cannot even think about. So that when you carry Bible, you come from heaven. It is life on the pit of hell. It is a government that puts that Bible, put it in place. Do you understand? Now they selected some of the books that they want people. Okay, they discuss. Okay, so there is who is this person they call Jesus Christ? Who is him? They discuss about it. They argue on it for many days, if not months. They just like in a parliament. This person bring his idea, another person brought his idea, another person brought his idea, until they came to a consensus that look at what we are going to put to the people. What I'm telling you is still government, because government is the most powerful in this world, in this planet Earth. That is why you should be involved. Because apart from the Almighty God, government is your God. That is why, in order to restore a nation, this is not a joke. It's a do or die issue. It's a life and death issue. Because it is something that will control people for better, for progress, for till eternity, so to say. So this is not a joking affair. Do you understand? They put in place, they argued, that is where this doctrine of Trinity, they brought it there. It is human understanding. Oh, there is 3 gods in one God. This and that. Oh, Nafan and one. It is government that do all these things for Christ's sake. Let people understand. So that when you fight your fellow brother because of religion, you don't even understand the origin. No, through Radio Biafra, that human being first. You as a human being first. That is what matters. They put all these books together. Some of them. Do you understand that? Some of them, because there are many books. Many, I say many. All these books now, some of them they burn all of them, but those that are discovered later, they are now hidden in the Vatican. The real original manuscripts, which you can never be allowed to read it. The people that know secrets, these are people that studies it. That is why they tell you these are Illuminati, they know the secret. There are old manuscripts that you will read, you understand the secrets of this world. Do you understand? It's not stop fighting because of religion. Stop hating your brother because of believe this and that. Christ said this, Jeremiah said that. These are things that that government put in place. In the Council of Nicaea, it is there. So it is not something that is being thrown from heaven. Yes, the books, many of them are inspired, yes. But there are others also that they refuse to put inside. Do you understand that? Do you understand? So this world is human being that should control it, and you should be part of it. You should be part of the system. That is why I speak about political consciousness, so that you should be involved. If you think that you are not involved, you should not be involved, you are just like non-entity, just non-existing. You are just like something that is not existing. I cannot say breeze because breeze is existing. Just vacuum. Do you understand? So, when in our land, you see in one family, the father is going Orthodox Church, the son is going Assemblies of God, the daughter is going Catholic, the mother is going Grace of God Mission. How do you think? It's exactly what happened during the time of the Roman Empire, the Emperor Constantine. But they use their brain and say that we need to control this. Government need to control this. Therefore, what I'm telling you is this: government controls religion. Religion cannot control government. A progressive government controls religion. That is why you see in many parts of Europe, even today, they use churches, sell it to make money, turn it into bars and other things, or to make money, because people are no more going there. Because we are human beings, we should be factual. We are living here on earth, taking care of our lives by ourselves. If there is a problem, we discuss face to face. You should not have problem with your brother. You will not discuss with your brother to find solution. Everybody start praying to God. God, give us the power to be together. But you don't want to discuss with your brother. Are you not stupid? That is stupidity. What the Roman Empire did thousands of years back, we are not able to do it by applying our brain, knowing that, look, we can overcome even this religion. We should overcome it. Do you understand? That is what I want to tell people as you are hearing my voice. They use religion and media in order to put everybody, or almost everybody, into a state of stupor. Do you know the danger of this thing? It makes these people on top to continue feeding on your misery. Because if you cannot hold any person responsible. They tell you, no, it's not the government, is not the problem. It is God. Hold God responsible for your blessing. No, do not hold Asoroko responsible. No. Do you see the deceit? You are in a church, they are telling you this. You are in a mosque, they are telling you this, that is Allah. Allah is doing this. You are in a shrine, they are telling you this, that it is because of your great-great-grandfather, this and that. That you should not hold government responsible. Tell that person you are a liar. After God, it should be the government. Why we are doing what we are doing is because we are sidelined from art of governance. We are never regarded, consulted. That is why we don't have airports, international airports. That is why we don't have seaport, international seaport. That is why we don't have no amenities, no infrastructures. That is why every factories are closed, because of the policy of intimidation in our land. Whereas we have bright people. When you travel to where the policies are good for you to shine, now you start shining. Why? Is it miracle is it miracle? It's not miracle. It's human policy. Policy is put in place through good governance that make you, even a stranger in a foreign land, you start sprouting. Something that you cannot achieve in your own so-called country. You start achieving it. Can't you just reason as a human being? Won't you reason as a human being? Why should we continue allowing people to deceive us, or to be deceiving ourselves every time? This religion, why? People that are, okay, you are religious, you are Christian or Muslim, right? Mostly in Nigeria, majority of all Christians are Muslims and other traditional religion. Okay, but when you need a kidney transplant, you go meet a Hindu to do it for you in India. They are not Christians and they are not Muslims. They are Hindus. Is it not a deceit? Why at that time you cannot be religious? A Muslim that say Western education is evil, but when you are sick, they will take you to West, to Germany, to England, to Italy. Those people you call infidel, they are the people that will join you together, remove cancer, do everything, treat you well, and you come back, become alive. But you deceive people with religion. It is high time we become wise. These people at the helm of affairs in Nigeria, they take everybody for a ride. That is why they can use religion to deceive. They can push you into religion. Oh, governor, come to our church to pray. We will give him our vote. And you are jumping up. You don't know that he is taking you for a ride, deceiving you. Oh, don't vote for that infidel. It's our people, Muslims, that will be in charge. Because you are evil. You are evil. Tomorrow you want to go to Dubai. Do you know people working in Dubai? Dubai population, only 1/8 of every human being you see in Dubai are really from Dubai citizens. 7 are foreigners, 1 is only Dubai citizen. People go there, they work. Hindus are there, Christians are there, Brahman are there, Confucianism are there, any type of religion, they are there. That is why things are moving forward. They don't care about your religion. What they care about is what you can do. But you, with your primitive mentality, You are there, you know, in Nigeria, every time religion. Let us control this world, not allow external forces, or you call anything you want to control us. Government should be number one. Government should be the source of your miracle. That is what I'm telling you. And you should be involved. Rise up tomorrow, go and join this protest. Do something as a human being. Go and join this NSAS protest. It is a good thing to do in order to change the status quo, in order to change something for good. That is why you are a human being. If you don't do it, you are just, there is no difference between you and a chicken, a dog. That is it. Only looking for what you will eat, nothing more. You don't contribute nothing for the society. I will stop here, and I urge each and every one of you to continue listening. Tomorrow is another day. From me, Mazi Johnathan, from here, it is simply good evening.
Civilization, rotting jam religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got Nigerian mountain with religious pretenders amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart, building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your slaves forever. Oh, Nana, so we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. On the very spot